Hey, fam, it's almost time to beat up on the Raiders. Hey, have you seen any Raider fans in the chat lately? I've noticed they've disappeared. Why would they disappear now? Hey, I was enjoying their company. Let's get right into this because, as usual, I don't know what to tell you about the running late. I'm trying to improve it, though. But Trey Lance getting mixed in on offense. Nick Bosa makes full team debut, amongst other things. The Niners' ongoing quarterback drama took a slight break today, largely due to the fact that there's suddenly all kinds of healthy player news in camp. Guys are coming back right and left all of a sudden. I mean, wow, good. I imagine because this is the dress rehearsal weekend. So, if you're going to make a show, you better have your butt out there this week. And also, you need to get some work in if you're a starter or a person that's already pretty much established on this ball club. So the workout included players that have been question marks for weeks. So we'll be talking about the return to work players right along with Trey Lance's gradual segue into Shanahan's offense. And we'll go to the phones after reviewing today's midweek workout, along with, of course, the ongoing QB dilemma. Shanahan continues to perpetuate and feed. Oh, he's really a bad guy. Shanahan's having fun with this. I really think he is. Anyway, but first, let me say this, fam. The spotlight is shining bright on one Diamador Lenore, who at one point weeks ago we were saying, oh, man, this dude, man, he's got no foot speed. He's got no this. He's too small. There's no chance. All of a sudden, Lenore is looking like a pretty good draft pick by the Niners. A fifth-round pick selection that has been impressive during the preseason like nobody expected. Well, maybe, you know what? He may have, and maybe that's what part of his thing is. He's like a confident guy that can go out there and get it done. He came into camp talking trash, giving himself a name already, and he ain't even been here already. Call me the hyena. Say what? And then he did do a number on Austin. By the way, Watkins has been waived, I think. Listen, here's the thing. In 69 coverage snaps, Lenore has been targeted just 6 times and allowed 1 reception. And that was a 9-yard catch by Chiefs wide receiver Doris Fountain, or some kind of Fontaine. Fam, could Lenore be the latest fifth-round gem by the Niners, joining linebacker Dre Greenlaw in 2019 and tight end George Kittle in 2017? For that matter, could Talanoa Hufanga also be a part of that conversation? That rookie from SC is also making a positive impression. It's like Phil and I were saying yesterday, just trade all our draft picks for the 5th round. And let's just clean house. We do a number in that 5th round. Niners wrapped up another high-energy session that featured a number of standout plays, and notably a mix in both Jimmy G and T. Lance with their first and second-team offenses. Last review. Let's go ahead and review observations from the session, starting with the good news. The good news, LT Will. Yes! I was so worried about it because, you don't want to hear about people getting knees drained at this point in the season. All-Pro T came back to work, picked up right where he left off, punishing all opponents, beating up on Samson Ibukum during their head-to-head rep. T. Will was a full participant during yesterday's session as well after dealing with that knee swelling that I was worried about that kept him off the field for the entirety of the 49ers joint practices. O-lineman Jake Brindle held his own on a pass rush against Kevin Givens. Oh, Kev. You can't make any judgments on a particular drill. But, Givens, he does look like the guy that might be dragging at the edge of the border. And Jimmy G had a nice session during the team's first 11-on-11 drill, completing 10 of 12 passes to Trent Sherfield, Trey Sermon, Debo, B.I.U., Juice, and Ross Dwelly. Lance followed up in the between series, complementing 6 of 9 passes, receptions to Mohamed Sanu. Jalen who? Jalen what? You talking about Mrs. Hurts, baby boy? Jalen, are you serious? He's back on the field. Oh! Jordan Matthews Dwelling Samuel and Ayuk. But fam, speaking of Hurd, he made a return after missing last week while working through his ACL recovery. People had already written him off. We wrote in as our number 6 receiver, any and everybody but Jalen Hurd. And now look at this. If the Hurd man is out there making, boy, I tell you what, if he's out there, we got a 6-man rotation. It's bad. It's going to be. Jay Hurd saw reps with both the first and second team offense and caught a slant pass from Lance during the first full team period. The anxieties we've shared because of Jalen Hurd and his knee and his back and everything that goes wrong, and he just can't seem to find a way to get his body to work for him. I mean, he got his knee. I mean, he got his back first worked, and then his knee wouldn't work. I mean, it just doesn't. Man, the guy is the most. When you write Murphy's Law, if you look it up on any website, Google or whatever, you'll see a picture of Jalen Hurd right next to the damn word. But the defense, Mrs. Jones' baby boy DJ blew up a play on a run stop for a loss of yards. Arden Key had a nice swim move in his rep against rookie O-lineman Jake Lutton Moore. Nick Bosa, got 1 rep against Williams. He got a pressure, but T-Will said, no, Nick, access denied. Nick already said, though, I ain't gonna tell y'all no lie, man. I can't do nothing with this dude, man. That's why he is who he is, the best all lineman in the league. I ain't got no shame in not being able to get around that truck, okay? And oh my God, D Ford, it gets better and better. D Ford closed out the drill as he flattened his tackle and sent the entire defensive line in D! Guys, get off the field, D! Guys, get off the field so we can work. D! I mean, it was just crazy. Bosa made his full team debut as well today, notching a would-be sack against JG in his second rep of the drill. He took approximately 9 full team snaps on the day, in addition to Bosa, Arden Key ×2, Jonas Griffin, Zach Kerr, and Contavious Street all recorded quarterback pressures. And more D Ford. More D recorded quarterback pressures and back-to-back plays. One that forced an incompletion. Both D and Bosa looked sharp and powerful in their reps on Wednesday even. The final play, and that was yesterday, they were already ready. So the report we got today is like, what? The final play of the full team period ended with an interception by Clinton Dix on a pass from Lance intended for tight end McCole Pruitt. The final period of the day was a move the ball drill, which was by far the most intriguing portion of the day. JG took the majority of the first team reps, and Lance saw most with the second team. However, but both QBs were rotated to work with different personnel. JG saw 11 reps and was 4 of 6 during the session, including a pass to George Kittle, where GK came down with a one-arm grab on a slightly high ball. Jimmy, you're in practice work on that. Why is that ball sailing on you? Stop it! When JK came down, climbing the ladder, pulled it in to move the chains. Lance saw 12 reps and completed 5 of 7 of those, with an incompletion coming by the way of a batted down pass by defensive lineman Alex Barrett. Kerr and Javon Kinlaw both notched run stops during the period. Those are the guys you want to hear about, them big, beefy, meaty dudes that don't allow for you come running through here, boy. Don't come down through here again. I was nice this time. But here's the thing to get excited about, fam. Several players made their return to practice after missing last week's session. Hurd, Kinlaw, Sermon, Tavon Wilson. Elijah who? Mitchell! E-Man Mosley, Sean Coleman, and Kwaski T. Tar was activated to the roster from the physically unable to perform list yesterday, as you know, and appeared in his first session of the year. In fact, he worked with the second team defense and notched a would-be sack while he was at it. Dre Greenlaw, Jason Verrett, and Kai Nakawa. What the heck is it? He's got to be, that's got to be a Polynesian name, ain't it? It is, I think. So Nakua. Yeah, it's Nakua. I got a lesson on how to pronounce these names so I can stop tearing them up. And Maurice Hurst did not practice. I think Hurst is, we're going to find out about him in the days to come. Kyle hasn't made they haven't made any decisions on him yet. But with Verrett absent, Dante Johnson, our favorite whipping boy, saw starting reps at corner opposite Mosley. Jawan Jennings, his heel, Aaron Banks' shoulder, and Devontae Harris, unspecified, were seen working out on the sidelines. So they're not so bad that they can't even get out and run around. More great news. Rookie Mostert back at 49ers practice after yesterday's exit, which already had me tossing and turning. Man, don't tell me something serious is wrong with him, because I know how y'all do. John Lynch, you guys are sitting there and you're not saying anything, and you're not going to say anything until it's absolutely necessary. We're going to find out next week. We're going to find out Sunday against the Raiders. Raheem Mostert is not playing today due to the way whatever, and we're going to say, is it serious? He's going to be back. He's going to be back in 2 weeks. Tell us, John. Don't play with us, man. Just give it to us. We're grown men. We can handle this. I guess they're saying some of y'all ain't grown men. There are youngsters out there that I don't want to cause them any stress. So you'll have to wait. But he came out with apparent back pain late in practice on a play in which Lance flipped a short pass to Deebo Samuel in the backfield, according to Cam Inman. Mostert winced as he reached the sideline and was checked on by trainers, and then watched most of the remaining plays after having taken a knee. Heem's return is good news for the team, which is preparing for its final preseason game to slap and kick and bite Sunday afternoon all over the Vegas Raiders. Y'all let me know if y'all see a Raider fan up in here so I can say, what are you doing in here? By the way, fam, I don't know if you're concerned about this one, but Don Bird's Lions O-line has already been regarded as a better O-line to support Jared Goff than the one he had during the Rams Super Bowl year. And that year, the Rams O-line was pretty much classified as excellent. Are you scared? Fam, let us get on with this and stop me clowning around. And your feelings on that opening day matchup, which is going to, all of a sudden, it started to change a little bit of the profile. Demo's emergence, how do you feeling about that, fam? Is it real? They put him in a slot to see what he can do. And D'Amico said, hey, if y'all think he had a problem with it, I'm here to tell you, he looked fine out there. Debo and Nick's healthy return, how you feeling about that? So I say D's and Nick's healthy return. And continue with the Jimmy versus T. Lance starting, as we always do. Your response regarding today's workout. Bring it. Let's talk. So, I know. It's going to get crazy between now and December 12th, man. I'm telling you. Kyle Baker, hey, I'm so ready on Niners whooping the Lions. Ray Jr., what's up? Looks like Bosa and Ford, the dynamic duo, are ready to eat. Larry Richardson, Niners, forever and always run the Bay and beat the Raiders. Yes. You know, it's so funny because, you got to beat these guys even in preseason, man. Because as soon as if anything goes wrong with that score, man, y'all came back to Vegas to get that ass whooping you should have got last time. We the kings of the Bay. Don't matter where we live. We the kings of the Bay. Martin Romero, Ronbo, I want to win. We're in need for anything. A ring. Oh man, no, it ain't. It is. Big win. Big win. Come on, yeah, fam. Good to hear from you.
What's going on, Ronbo?
Big win, man. I'm just sitting here like I'm checking out, man. It kind of scared me a little bit. You know how we do? We get a little nervous for no reason. Man, yes, the network's talk about people need to take the Detroit Lions a little more seriously this year, because the fact of the matter is Jared Goff is going to be standing behind a line that is superior to the O-line he had when he went to his Super Bowl 2 or 3 years ago. Those who think the Detroit Lions are going to be a pushover better think again. I'm looking like, what? So big win. You got any big problems with Detroit Lions? And talk about Demo, Diamador. Man, let me shut up. Big Win, talk to me, man.
Man, look here, man. Y'all ain't got nothing to worry about with them Detroit Lions, man. As long as they got Jared Goof back there in the back, you ain't got to worry about nothing. We gonna beat you. You can put the third string in there and we'll beat them. You know what I'm saying?
I mean, Big Win, what about the receivers? I ain't heard about no receivers. They got rid of Galladay. Who's he going to be throwing the ball to? I don't get it.
Ronbo, they don't got no receivers. That's why they ain't talking about them. The best receiver they had, they got rid of.
Galladay. I
You
mean,
know?
really. Oh, God.
Yeah, I just want to let you know, man. I ain't called in a while, but I listen to you every show. You know what I'm saying? But I be out there in my big truck trying to get my
big
bucks.
bucks.
You know how I do.
God, I love
But
that.
they slid the cameras in our trucks on us, so now we gotta kind of be cool. But
no.
I'm off tonight, so I thought I'd give you a call and say, hey, you know what I'm saying? So, but they got to lighten up on Trey, man. Trey 21, man. Come on, man. You know what I'm saying? Jimmy G gonna start. That's all they need to know. Jimmy G gonna start, but Trey is gonna eventually be turned over to him, but not right now, man. I mean, 21-year-old, that's leading the NFL team, man. Come on now.
And
you know what I'm saying?
The thing is, and he's gonna be out there. Trey, he ain't gonna have to wait. He may be out there against Detroit. I'm looking for him Big Win to take over in the fourth quarter, entirety of the fourth quarter. 49ers already up about 31-7, right? And Kyle says, Kyle's he's calling Jimmy Garoppolo back to the sideline. He's giving him the rest. Looks like he's gonna give him the rest of the day off. And here comes Trey Lance. Oh yes, God yes.
Yeah, it's gonna be. Hey, once they get up, they're gonna put Trey in, let him do his thing, try to get him, acclimated into the NFL system. But he be all right, man. They just gotta give him time. Everybody want to rush. Oh, get rid of Jimmy G. Get rid of. They wasn't saying that. I flew out to that New Orleans game in New Orleans, man. That was one of the best games I've ever been to in a long time. But Jimmy G, when he want to get down, he gonna get down. You know what I'm saying? So, they just gotta, give Jimmy G a break, let him do his thing, so we can get something for him because he's gonna go. We can't afford to pay him next year.
I know, right? No matter what. Jimmy's got to go. Can't nobody pay him no extended contract. But he needs to go out winning something big so he can walk out and say, everybody didn't like him, and how you like me now? I'm getting 45 mil. I would have to laugh.
If we could get at least one first-round draft pick back for him, I'd settle for that. You know what I'm saying? That's
Indeed.
Cool.
Because I just want.
But I ain't going to hold you, my boy. There's a lot of people out there want to talk. I just wanted to say hello to you, man. And I hadn't talked to you in a while, so you guys take care. And don't pay no attention to all that crazy stuff out there, man. I heard all that crazy madness, too, So. But anyway.
So good to hear from you again, man. You just bring a happiness to the guy. Every time you come to the show, I love it.
I'll be calling in, man. I'll be calling in, so, we're going to beat the hell out of them Raiders. Don't even worry about it. You know what I'm saying?
You got to do it, too. Got to, because they don't understand one thing, a good butt whooping. All right, fam. Big Win. Got there making them big bucks in his big truck. Win. Can't wait to hear from you again.
Yeah.
All right, fam.
All right, Ronbo. Love, peace, and hair grease, man. We'll holler at you, man.
Good night, Big Win.
Later.
All right, fam. Jamie.
What's going on, Ronbo?
Jamie, I'm glad you called. Here's the thing. You and I are the biggest people when it comes to receivers. We can't know satisfaction. You and I discuss the receivers that this team needs. Actually, how long we've been doing that? We've been doing that like all during the year, before the draft and everything else. Jalen Hurd, who actually can bust 4-4 from what I understand with that huge body of his, if he's going to play, Jamie, I see him going on a go route at least 2 or 3 times in the next 6-7 weeks. I got to have it.
Yeah. I need to see him play this preseason game before I say I want him on the team,
Jamie, hey, that's a good point though, Jamie. If he plays we've got 5 guys. Everybody knows there's 5 guys that are definitely going to make this team. There's one spot open.
Yeah.
And you got 3 guys. I'm looking at Simba. I'm still hot on him. Richie's like 3rd on my pecking order. If Jalen Hurd is ready to play, I guess I have to put him. But Jamie, better yet, who are your people for that 6th spot?
I got Benjamin and Hurd, and we got to get rid of James and Simba.
I forgot about Travis. You're right. There's a 4th body involved.
Yeah, and that's 7, I think. I think that puts us at 7. But you got to do it. I mean, they're gonna get rid of a quarterback, so that gives us 1 extra slot, so we can keep 7.
You can put 1 receiver on the practice squad.
Yeah,
That would be Richie. And then I'm keeping Simba
have to be.
and Hurd. And I can activate them either way. Simba's going to be on special teams. Jamie, I think we've got it worked out.
Yeah, but that's what I'm saying, though. Did you see Benjamin snagging more catches in practice today? He's balling out.
He might be getting ready for prime time. If that's the case, I'm agreeing. I always love guys that've been around the block and know what they're doing. That might be Travis. He can run.
Yeah.
He can punt return too and kick return.
Yeah, and he can run routes and just bust it.
I know. I saw that in the last game. Actually, that dude had no prayer. I mean, he just left.
No chance. Yeah, neither one of them, him or the safety, they had no chance catching the ball or knocking it down or nothing. They're burnt. I'm starting to get the feeling with all the news we've had the last day or so. I didn't get to call in on Monday, but all this news that's been coming in, I've been keeping an eye on it. I'm starting to be ready to flex on some people. I got the feeling we're going to be all right this year.
I do too. The defense is going to already take care of themselves.
Yeah, stingy. We're going to be stingy. We're not giving them nothing. Like, what is Detroit going to do? Because we're not giving them no points. I mean, how are you going to win the game against us if you get nothing? Stingy.
Wouldn't that be great? A shutout to open the season?
Yeah. Yeah. That's what I'm saying. I'm not ready to flex on some people because we got some stuff coming back here. We're looking tight.
Oh, God.
Yeah.
I don't know about Detroit's defense. I just heard about their offensive line. Everybody's talking about their offensive line. And, okay. How about receivers? You guys got any receivers? Nobody's saying anything about your receivers.
No, and their running backs hurt from what I heard. The guy they drafted last year, Swift, I heard that he's hurt, so what do they got for running back? Who's their backup running back? I don't care how good your line is. You're not going to stop our D-line the entire game. Not with D and Bosa and no.
If you can't run the ball, what are you gonna? If you can't run the ball, then you're dead anyway. Where's Don Berta to straighten us out on this? Yeah, right. Got me, Jimmy.
It's almost time to start flexing on people as soon as we start dropping some dubs.
Mm-hmm. We're gonna find out who we got in another week or so. Who's leaving? Who's staying? And Jamie, that's the scariest thing. I do not. Please don't tell me Contavious Street. I'm worried about him. Givens, no. I'm starting to think Givens can't beat out Kerr.
Well, Hurst was balling. He was hungry, and then he got hurt at the very end of that game. Like he was wrecking that game.
He's going to be on the pup because he's got a high ankle sprain. You know how those work. God knows, only God knows when those are going to heal up. So he could be out anywhere from 3 to 6 weeks. God knows when. Only he knows when.
And that right there disturbs me because the dude was out there sweating and he was still wrecking the game. Like he was in them.
I know.
So I like that dude. He wants to play. He wants to play hard.
I've always wanted them. You know the teams that have those huge defensive linemen with speed that seem to just steamroll your offensive line? He's one of those guys. That's why I was excited about him and Kerr. I said, well, what we got here? Those guys are pretty big and they move pretty fast.
Yeah, that's why we like Blair and Jones that year. They both run down a scrambling quarterback.
Mm-hmm. See?
From behind. Remember, they both did that. And I think one got injured.
Yeah, Ronnie taking out little Russie. Mm-hmm. DJ Jones didn't. Mm-hmm. Jones ran over the center in Seattle, and that guy still got footprints on his face. So, it's good having big guys that can move quickly like that. So,
Yeah. That's what I'm saying. And we got enough of them that even if their offensive line is the greatest in the world, like they're just going to wear them down.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, and besides that, our backfield ain't giving up nothing with with that rookie Lenore and all that. And if Kowalski's going to be if they're going to put Kowalski as the backup, they ain't giving nothing up. Come on, tell me they're going to give up something.
D'Amico's going to have some of those D'Amico-isms. I can see Fred coming in out of nowhere, and Fred Warner's in the backfield. Down goes Golf. Golf never seen him.
Yeah.
Hell, the offensive
And the
line never
ball's
seen Golf. I mean, seen Fred.
Yeah, and the ball's out. He's not getting up.
Oh. Golf walks back to the sideline holding his helmet that was removed from his head during that particular play, looking at the coach saying, I'm not going back out there. It looks like if I can read his lips, he says he's not going back out there.
No, I'm good. Hey, I got to call in, though, after the cuts, and we'll talk that over.
All right. Which is coming up next week, as a matter of fact. Yeah. But, hey, this week, right? What am I talking about? Monday.
Yeah, I think it's
Monday
Tuesday,
or Tuesday?
Tuesday, Monday. Yeah. Yeah, so I'll be calling in right after that.
God, I forgot about this. Is it? This is it. All right. Be looking forward to that, Jimmy.
We make all the right decisions, though.
I know,
all the right decisions.
And because Pete Carroll's already got a hotel room in somewhere near San Jose. You know it, So,
He's got like 6 of them booked up. Yeah.
I'm so tired of him. All right, fam. I'll tell you what, I'll be looking for you during the game and after, and maybe Monday or Tuesday, whenever. All right. Jeremy, have a great night.
See you, Ronbo.
All right. I forgot about that. It is time. Steven. Steve.
Oh, man.
Yeah.
Ronbo.
Yeah.
God damn. Talk about some first world problems.
Wait, talk about what
You hear me?
problems? Well, I'm going to hear you. What'd you say? Talk
First
about
world.
Go ahead.
Talk about some first world problems with
First
the 49ers. Hurd is back.
Yes.
Nick Bosa's back. D4 is back. Raheem is back. I mean, what else could you want? I mean, really. Honestly.
I can't. I could take a cheesecake, though. I want cheesecake, peanut butter combination. This is the only thing I can compare to this situation because every time I go to the cheese factory, the first thing they say, oh, God, here he comes. Hey, make sure we got the cheese, peanut butter combination, man. This guy's going to spend a fortune on it, and we're going to have to call an ambulance, but he's going to spend that money. That is I'm telling you, I'm going to call them peanut butter and cheesecake. Steven, I may have to. That's it. Steven, go ahead. Stop interrupting.
Oh man, no, it's that football room is deep, and there are going to be some tough decisions made. We all thought Jalen Hurd was out for the count. We all thought it.
See, I did.
And I mean, now he's back. He's playing. After his torn ACL, Raheem Mostert with a back injury leaves early yesterday, comes back. Trent Williams goes back to practice again. Nick Bosa.
Wait.
Like,
Let's alert Big Show. Big Show. You had Jalen Hurd. Jalen Hurd showed up for practice this week. I told you. Wait. All right, go ahead, Steve.
Oh, no. I'm on the same boat as Big Show. I thought Jalen Hurd was not going to close to the practice. I really didn't.
I got to tell the truth. I did, too.
Oh, man. It's like when we have a slight QB competition of Trey Lance and Jimmy G, this is something that we're seeing the beginning of like a whole new type of team, Ronbo.
Mm-hmm.
And it's going to be wild. And that wide receiver room, it's my whole decision of having 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6 has completely changed for the most part. I really don't see Richie James being on a team more than he should be on practice squad. Let's be real about that. But I don't want Webster to go on the practice squad either, Ronbo.
I feel you. Okay.
It's tough. I mean,
you know what though? That 6th guy, if I had to bet, something on it, I guess I'm gonna have to say Travis Benjamin. Steven, is Travis Benjamin making that 6th spot? Kyle likes him to begin with. Yeah.
Yeah, that is true. That is true. I mean, Travis Benjamin is definitely, a guy I would want to keep on the team. Now, oh, God damn it. I don't want to see Webster go, but it's going to happen. Oh, man, it's going to
No. He goes to the practice squad. And he'll be picked up by the Hawks, but we got to at least take a chance. He's not leaving the organization. He'll be taken from the organization, maybe. We're not losing him, though. I heard I just don't know. I don't know about Hurd. Keep 7 guys, Kyle, on the receiver room. You got to. He's got to.
Exactly. He has to, because I can already foresee Deebo Samuel getting hurt. I mean, granted, he's a great wide receiver, but Deebo Samuel.
Steven, don't do that. Don't,
hey,
man. Come on now. Ooh.
If he gets hurt, I mean, look at how much talent we have on that roster.
I know, but
we got Trent Sherfield, Masimba Webster, Jalen Hurd coming back. If he actually performs, we have replacements. So it's tough.
Whew, man. Oh, you know what? I don't know if anybody's going to take Simba from the practice squad and put him on their 53-man roster, right? What is it, 53 or 55? Anyway, I think Simba might be safe. He can't play this weekend because if he has one of those dynamic returns, he'll be sought after by every team that's high on the order of who could have him first, right?
Well, yeah, but I mean, look at what happened to Rosen. We cut him, and how many days later did he get picked up by the Falcons?
About 3 days.
Almost immediately. Yeah, almost immediately. I'm like, God, and I thought to myself, I was like, when that happened, I was like, it was the dumbest move that's ever going to happen because we're never going to see him again. And sure enough, he goes to the Falcons. And I feel the same thing is going to happen to Webster if he goes on that practice squad or if he gets waived. It's over. But, that's the nature of the beast. Now, talking about that D-line, though, Ronbo, that's a whole other story. That's just that you want to talk about deep. That D-line is abysmal. Like, we're looking at a defense that's going to stop. No matter what offensive line.
You're right. Strongest unit we got. That D-line is ridiculous.
It is. And let me tell you something. Ain't no Detroit offensive line is going to stop us because you got, like I said, let's name them off. Let's get a sound off. You got Nick Bosa, Fred Warner, what was it, Jimmy Ward, possibly Kwaski T, if not Talanoa Ufunga. We have, what was it? Oh, my God.
Which way you want to go?
We have,
because you haven't went to the D-line yet. Are you going to mention Nick anytime soon? I mean, you know what? Eric Armstead, when he's surrounded by this kind of company, look out now. Oh! Oh, God.
It's over. It's over. Jared Goof is done.
Look at my backups. Guys, all gas, no brakes. I know Salah's gone. But you guys take a break. Give me that second unit in here. If we get Willis back, we will have, if Arden Key can finally show up. Oh, Arden Key hasn't shown up this weekend. We're playing Oakland. Steven, Arden's going to be fired up to go above against the Raiders. He talked bad about him a couple of weeks ago. I'm looking for Key to be the key to the win.
I'm looking for Key. I'm watching for Key. He has to show up. Otherwise, all that talk he did is for nothing, and that's going to be the talk of Raiders for the next 3 centuries. And that's the last thing I want to hear. I already don't like caring for Larry Hoover in the chat. I mean, goddamn.
Listen, I keep glancing over I don't see any Raider people. Raider Carlos has left us. Larry Hoover. I don't see any Raiders. I haven't seen that stupid patched eye on any of the logos. I guess they just know. Right. They know their place, Steve.
And let me go ahead and say this. There's no reason why we shouldn't win this season with the schedule we're given and the teams we're going up against. Our real hard teams aren't even that hard this season. If we make it to the NFC Championship, Buccaneers are the team to beat. Point blank, period.
Steve, we got to go. So, be back tomorrow to get some projections from you on what's to take place. It might be time to start taking scores. So I'll see you tomorrow, Steven.
All right, Ronbo. I'll see you tomorrow.
Night, fam. It's I left my heart in San Francisco. It is the Dre on the the Bay. Dre, get in here.
You already know I have to make an appearance. Now, what did I say, Ronbo?
Yes.
What did I say? Didn't I call it?
Yes, Dre.
I called it, right? I said.
Oh, who started?
I said it.
Yeah.
Jalen Hurd.
Oh, we'll make the team?
I said Jalen Hurd. I said Jalen Hurd will be back.
Oh.
Everybody else doubted him.
Remember
Everybody
that.
else said he was done. Everybody else said he was washed. I said, no, Ronbo. They going to dog me for it. So I don't give a damn. I'm going to stand my ground. Jalen Hurd coming. He bubble wrapped him and waited until now and brought him back in. There is really no reason really for him to play that many snaps coming this upcoming game. You feel me? Playing against the weak-ass Raiders. Excuse my French for all the little kids. But ain't even no play a couple of snaps with Jimmy, get him out of there and put him back in that bubble wrap and prepare him for the next game. We got so much talent on the offense. I understand the defense is just fire, but that ain't even where the fire began. It began on the offense. Let's just be real. We got Moster. We got so much talent. We got Trey Lance. We got Jimmy. We got that's just the quarterbacks and one running back. You know,
kind of get ready to start naming the running backs because I want to see Elijah Mitchell this weekend too.
We got. And who said Silver wasn't making the squad?
See,
Silver making the squad. He's going to make the squad over
work it out
Jalen
for
Hurd.
us. Work it out for us. How are we going to keep him on this team? Go ahead.
I mean, I just have to get rid of Taylor.
Taylor?
I don't care. Yeah,
Taylor.
I don't care.
Taylor.
Over Jalen? Let's see. Where?
Taylor.
Trent Taylor over Jalen?
Trent Taylor's not on this team anymore. we don't even have him.
Oh, I forgot.
He's not. No,
I forgot. What's the other wide receiver dude? What is his name?
You got Richie? You got Richie?
Yeah, him, Richie James. Cuddy. Let's get rid of him.
Dre, you get all of a sudden, guess who's in the picture? Now you got Travis Benjamin doing really good things all of a sudden. All right? So, you know, and Jalen Hurd, actually, he is the closeout on 6. You ain't go, because we were working on getting him back into condition to play football. You're not going to cut him.
Right.
Jalen Hurd owns that number 6 spot. The 49ers have to extend to a 7th spot on that 49er quarterback, a wide receiver room. They got to do it.
Exactly. I believe they will do it. And me personally, I honestly believe that Jalen Hurd and Sybil will make this team. I don't care who they got to cut, how they going to wiggle it, how they going to figure it. I just know them two people right there will make this team.
Dre.
I don't care.
Dre, look at this. Listen to this. Okay. Automatics. Debo, Ayuk. Manu.
Jalen
Manu. Sanu makes this team. All right. Now, Sherfield has been showing out he is the yang to Trey Lance's yin. He makes this team. There's no doubt about it. At number 5.
Of course. And then it's Jalen Hurd at number 6. And then it's going to be Simba at number 7.
See.
That's my pick.
See.
I don't care who they got to who.
It gets complicated. I'm not.
I know.
Pruitt, you got to go. You ain't did nothing anyway. I'm getting rid of one of them tight ends. Pruitt may get cut anyway.
I am. I'm getting rid of a tight end. I don't
Jordan
care
Matthews?
if I got to get rid of a tight end. Jordan Matthews, peace out. See you later. I seen you didn't even catch up. You couldn't catch. I seen that. You dropped the ball. They was blaming you for the drop ball. They said it was you that. I'm just sorry.
That's a
I
job.
don't care. Symbol making this team.
God. I don't want that job.
Ying to Trey Yang making this team. And Jalen Hurd is making this team, and everybody else that was number 1. You know what I'm saying, Ronbo?
I do.
I don't know which way the Niners is going to shake it. I don't know if they're going to get rid of a tight end. But I know, look at our wide receivers. They play like running backs / tight ends. Like Debo, you could put him in many, you can line him up in multiple ways. He's
Jay,
a big dude.
You got a running back or two. We got problems as far as letting people go, I don't know how many running backs Kyle plans on keeping, But you got 4 solid running backs, and actually, when you think about it, you got 6 solid running backs, and there's going to be a position left open for Mrs. Wilson's baby boy. You know, so I don't know how they're going to do this.
This is the first year I ever been this excited, but ever been so sad to lose a player. Because they are also talented, Ronbo, from defense to offense. Man, this is going to be a sad, happy year.
Pete Carroll sitting there licking his chops. He's thinking, you know
From what I heard is they don't got no money. From what they fans were saying on their little chat thing, they ain't got no money.
But what you do is you get rid of some players. You know, you make your cut list. You cut it down to about 50. Because Pete Carroll's probably feeling on stocking up his team with 49ers anyway. So you cut your team down to 50, and you usually got 3 spots, right? So he picks up Givens.
Right.
He picks up maybe Simba. He picks up Givens, and I'm going to be mad as hell. Because I'm going to say, I seen it coming. I knew that leeching hyena vulture MF was going to do it. And then we got to see them twice a year, good players that we cut.
But have you ever noticed that Kyle don't never talk about the players that he's going to keep?
He's smart. Don't let these people plan.
He really don't talk about Simba at all. I ain't really heard him mention him. And then I heard a lot of people saying that he tight to the vest with everything. So I think he's going to really keep him. That's a generational talent. That guy is dope. Have you seen him? This guy, that man is bad. He can move.
Man, and he runs smooth. You can see that's natural speed. He's not working hard out there. And for that guy who thought he's going to make a hit, Simba zooms right by him. Dre, we're going to work it out, though. I'm going to tell you what, I'm going to go and see you tomorrow because we're going to be back here to make some predictions on how bad we're going to beat the black off the Raiders.
Before I go, right before I go, I know I'm running out of time, but just imagine if we had to repeat that damn Super Bowl again. You put Jimmy back in there throwing Simba. I don't think it's going to be an overthrow ball at all. You stay breezy, Ronbo.
Yes.
Well love, y'all.
Oh, fam. I'm telling you, Dre, have a great night. The original San Franciscan fam, Dre. All right, fam. Talk to you tomorrow.
Yeah, you already.
God. Hey, Robert. Robert, you on speakerphone?
Hey, can you come back to me in a few minutes?
Okay, we can come back. Okay. And here he is. Do up, day on.
Ronbo, what's going on, brother?
D, man, we're sitting there talking about the problems that we wish we would have had like 6. Remember everybody used to say the 49ers' biggest issue is they don't have any talent. And I used to say, y'all out of line, man. We got talent, man. They just think they're still youngsters. I said, because I can't stand the shame when other fans we talk about, y'all ain't got no talent, man. I don't know why y'all even talking. Now we got too much talent. I didn't know if I ever see this day. We got too much talent, D. Your defensive line, you got too much talent. Your running back room, you got too much talent. Your wide receivers is just, you got too much, D. We're trying to figure out how we can keep this team and not restock some other rosters around the league with good people. I mean, you know what I'm saying? Well, D.
Well, for me, first things first. Let me get this out of the way real quick. Can you give Moms a birthday shout out?
Oh, moms! I mean, you know how I feel about moms. I mean, moms around the world. I love me some moms. If it wasn't for moms, it wouldn't be nothing left in this world but just dirt. Let me get into it. Are you ready? It's another happy birthday to one of the Lord's most special people. They believe and they know they are number one. To Mama D. What is Mama's name?
Shelly.
Mama Shelly! Mama Shelly, by the way, we're delighted and grateful that you brought D into this world. What would this place be without a Dion? Happy Niners birthday. I believe Mom has got to be a 49er fan because D's her son. Happy Niners birthday.
She is unfortunately a Saints fan.
Moms, you go take this song, though, and you go appreciate it. Because you need to switch alliances. Happy Niners birthday, Shelly. Happy Niners birthday. Mama Shelly, we got to get you that Niners jersey, get rid of all that gold and black stuff, and get you in the right lane of moms. Happy birthday, Shelly. You know what I'm saying?
I appreciate that, Ronbo.
Oh, it's too much fun.
So as far as the talent goes now, we got talent in lots of spots. We're missing some talent behind our starting defensive backs. And we ain't got a lot of talent on that second team offensive line.
Yeah.
So, with that being said, I did hear a couple of callers ago. Sorry, baby. Sorry. I did hear a couple of callers ago that Jalen Hurd was back. Jalen Hurd ain't back till he on the field producing for this team. You know how I feel about him. Okay? So you get on the field and do something. Y'all need to get off that Jalen Hurd hype train because he ain't doing nothing for nobody. He just came to practice. Okay? I'm going to pull an AI on you. Practice? You talking about practice? Like, that's not the case. No. Jalen Hurd has done nothing for no one. He ain't produced. He ain't helped us win no games. So for all y'all out there, oh, man, you know, he's back. He's back. He's not back. He practiced. He ain't even played in a preseason game. So when Jalen Hurd plays in a preseason game, actually makes the roster and plays in the season game and starts producing for us, then I'll give him some love. Till then, Jalen Hurd ain't back. People, don't do that to yourselves. That's one of those situations where you're getting your hopes up for nothing. And you're going to be sad in the end.
And you know what your best point about all this is? You can't hardly get rid of somebody to hold a spot open for Jalen, and he may or may not be able to continue. And there's another reality of the situation, which I have to come to face, as much as I'm a Jalen Hurd fan.
Yeah.
Ain't nobody going to pick him up if you put him on the practice squad because they'd be scared.
I would say this. Yeah, they'd be too scared he's not going to even be able to play. I'll say this. For the wide receiver room, you keep Debo, you keep Ayuk, you keep Jawan Jennings, you keep Mohamed Sanu.
Ooh, I forgot about
God. After those four, after those four,
did you put Sherfield?
I mean, we got
Did you put Sherfield on the team yet?
Sherfield. Sherfield's 5.
That is 5.
Yeah, you keep Sherfield. Because if you think about it, when Sherfield gets on the field, that's when Trey Lance starts to shine.
Yeah.
He cooks, and he hits him every time. So I like Trent Sherfield. And the one thing that a lot of people were saying was, you know, they were wondering about Trey Lance and all that. And the thing is he hasn't had the ability to really build a rapport with the starting receivers. So that's why you're going to see balls thrown in odd places. That's why you're not going to see certain things happening for him right away because he has to actually build a rapport with your George Kittles, with your Debo Samuels and your Brandon Ayuk. That's why you see him when he's throwing to Travis Benjamin or throwing to Trent Sherfield. That's why it looked good. When he threw that pass to Charlie Warner, it made sense. Why? Because, that's who he's been playing with.
That's an excellent point. But how do you feel about Mohamed Sanu? Are you thinking he should actually make this team, or would Kyle? Because I don't know. Young talent.
This is the thing. Keep Sanu. Keep him because you know why? If you don't keep him, you're going to piss off Debo and Ayuk.
Yeah.
Both of them. They need a veteran presence there to guide them. I liken that to watching somebody scream for help and not paying attention.
Yeah.
Like they literally are telling you, we need this old dude to guide us. We need him.
And he's still productive.
Don't get rid of him.
Yeah.
Yeah, and he's still productive. It's like, look, I get it. You know, everybody's like, well, it's a roster spot. But at the end of the day, would you rather have a dude that's proven in the league, who has a really good hand, and if he needs to do what he needs to do, he will. If he's got to go across that middle, he has no fear. You know, I think that keeping those 5 at a bare minimum, then that last spot probably should go to Simba Webster. You know, because
now you're talking Dre and my language now, dude.
Yeah. It's either Simba Webster or Travis Benjamin. And if you keep Simba Webster, then you have a dynamic dude in the return game. If you keep Travis Benjamin, you still have a dynamic guy in the return game. But I'm sorry, Richie James, your time is up. You got to go. I'm so glad we got rid of the Boat River Craycraft. And you know, on our those are the things that we have to look at. So in this next game, you probably won't see any Trent. You probably won't see any Nick. You know, and
maybe one snap.
I'm pretty sure you probably won't see any D Ford. You know, at a bare minimum, because they'll just hold him out to the beginning of the season. But I just, as far as like the talent, we're good. And I just found out, one of my buddies, my buddy AC, he's a Charger fan. He pointed out something to me. So you know how we have the Diamador Lenore?
Mm-hmm.
I went to high school with his older brother.
Diamadors?
Completely, yeah. So his older brother's name is Commodore Lenore. So Diamador, Commodore, extremely weird.
What's
he
wrong
pointed
with the
that out to me. He was
comedians.
Yeah, like my boy. Yeah, he hit me. He was like, "Bro, did you look at this?" And he sent me a thing, and I was like, "Wait a minute!" I literally pulled out my yearbook and looked dead at. I was like, "Okay, yeah, that's true. That is his little brother." Oh snap! I didn't even know that. Like, it's crazy. It's such a small world.
I just wonder if either one of them can sing, since Mom's named the Commodore. You know, I mean, you know.
Yeah, no, I don't think he's that guy right there, man. I don't know about that, man. Because that was Lionel Richie out there, boy. That's different. But at the end of the day, man, we will be singing happy songs, and we'll feel good about the season as soon as it starts. I just can't wait till the Final 53 is here. Yeah. And I'm be honest with you, I don't think Jalen Hurts makes the cut.
Oh my!
Because unless you see him, I have to see him in the Raider game. He better play, and I'm talking about he better play the whole damn game. And I want to see him bully his way in the end zone the same way he did 2 years ago. If you don't play in the Raider game, and he makes his roster, it's horrible.
And then everybody, you know what? People talk about that too. D, we got to pull up. Always fun,
all right, man.
With some D. I'm telling you, D, I'm gonna talk to you tomorrow. I hope if you got time for us. All right.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. You have a good evening, Ronbo. Appreciate you, brother.
And good night, Shelly. It's your birthday self. Night, fam.
All right. Bye.
Oh my God, Commodore and Diamador. I bet you both of them ask their parents all the time, "Moms, what's going on with these names? Y'all don't like them names? No, come on, man. You people clown us every day." Hey, Hank.
Ronbo, my man. How are you doing, man?
Oh, Hank, doing great, man. You know, I'm just sitting here looking at some of the situation we got here, and I keep reflecting back on when we didn't have no talent, and now, you know, you're looking to get rid of guys like Dion just said. You're looking for guys that we would have embraced 6 years ago. We would have said, we don't get rid of Jalen Hurts under any circumstances. Now we're saying, Jalen Hurts, man, you gotta. I don't know, bro. And Contavious Street and Givens, man, you guys, man, one of y'all got to go. We wouldn't be talking like this. And now, Super Bowl bound. This team has got talent. Robert, I mean, Hank, what are you thinking, man? I mean, Diamador, he can give me some on him, the running back room. If you want to talk about that quarterback situation, anything that's on your mind, go right ahead. Let us have it. Oh, by the way, also, let me know if you're scared that the Detroit Lions have an offensive line that Don Burr's been trying to tell us about that actually may be good in the eyes of others besides Don Burr.
Ronbo, I got something for his ass. But production, as a 5-year, long-time caller, I want you to put my time on pause because I know my time is limited. And Ronbo, I got to hear that Jimmy G song, man, because you be killing me with that song, Ronbo.
Jimmy G
Please.
song? Oh, yeah. I didn't know if anybody noticed that. Boom, boom, boom,
I noticed.
boom, 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 boom. He's just a Garoppolo, and everywhere he goes, people know the part Jimmy's playing. Standing on the grass, hitting every pass. Ooh, what they saying? Oh, there'll come a day when Jimmy goes away. What'll they say about him? In the end zone he'll throw, 'cause he's just a Garoppolo, and life will go on without him. I didn't know if anybody's going to be serious.
Ronbo, I'm a 5-year caller, all right? I'm telling you that I noticed everything, all right? Ronbo, before I start, I just want to let you know that this 2 QB system that Kyle's got going on, I support it. I think it's a good idea to slowly bring Lance in and then all of a sudden unleash the offense on him. But, Ronbo, what my call is for tonight is to give a shout-out to all the bums in our chat. And I didn't see Don Burr tonight, so I'm actually kind of upset,
He's hiding.
to be honest with you. So, number one, Ronbo, I come here straight for your reactions. You kill me every single time, Ronbo. You're amazing. So I'm just going to lay a few things out. You know how I do, Ronbo. Lions, a.k.a. Don Burr.
Yeah.
I don't care who you got on that offensive line. We getting through that, all right? I don't care. You don't got a Trent Williams. You don't got a David Bakhtiari.
Thank you.
We're getting through that ass, all right?
Hey,
Number one.
Penei Sewell's in Detroit, though, right?
Rombo, they could have. I don't care who they have. All right,
We're coming
is a rookie. That boy don't know what he got coming towards him week 1. Number 2, Seahawks reign. Same story every year. First round playoffs, and you might not even get that this year because my money's on the Rams for number 2.
Damn.
So same story, different year. Number 2, Rudy. Jared Goff was not a bad QB, all right? He was efficient. He was getting the job done. He could not get through Kyle Shanahan. That was an issue. So we swept that ass for 2 years in a row. Moving on. Raider Carlos. I'm sorry, Ronbo. Didn't mean to interrupt you. But Raider Carlos. All I got to say, just one name. Nick Mullins. That's it. There ain't nothing much to say off that. But, Rombo, all I want to say is, man, my main reason for calling in is I really appreciate the format you set the show up for, but I call in to get your reaction, right? Because Rombo, you kill me. You're amazing. In my opinion, you mean more to the 49er fan base than Grant Cohn. All right, you're not on the field, but I'll put that out there. Grant Cohn, I heard you give Rombo a shout-out about 2 weeks ago, and you said Rombo never requested a call on your show, but you need to request a call on his show, all right, because he's been in this game.
We talked about it before the season started. I didn't get around to it last year, but because the team was getting beat so bad, I just didn't feel like talking to anybody, actually. So,
Rombo, he needs to call in on your show, all right? You don't need to request a call on his show, all right? Grant Cohn needs permission to be on the Rombo show. It ain't the other way around. But, Rombo, I just wanted to say, I've been listening to your show. I'm not one of those fans to be saying I've been a 49er fan for 15, 20 years. No. 2011 was the year I converted to be a 49er fan, all right? And when I moved back to Florida to attend Florida State University is when I found your show. And I'm one semester away from graduating. So, Rombo, all I got to say is
we went all through college.
You've been with me through you've been with me through the whole ride, all right? We've been through it all. We've been through the Chip Kelly days, the Jim Harbaugh days. What's his name? The dude who's passing gas and
the guy who looks like the porn star. Yeah.
Porn star Jimmy, all that. The dude who's passing gas in the press conferences, Jim Tomsula. Yeah, that wasn't a reporter.
We call him Ron Jeremy Jr.
Rambo.
So
I've been a college football fan for the past, I want to say 15 years of my life, and I started watching NFL around 2011, around the time when Colin Kaepernick took over. I'm not one of those fans to be saying that I've been a fan for 15, 20 years when I haven't been. 2011 was my year. We're in 2021. We got a stud named Trey Lance, and we got Ronbo, who's going to be on this show whether you like it or not. All right. So all I gotta say is, Ronbo, you've been with me through the whole ride, man. You're amazing. I'm about to graduate college, and I damn sure ain't gonna stop listening to your show, Ronbo. So December 10th. Yes, sir. So December 10th is when I graduate. Ronbo, I'm gonna be calling in.
All right.
I'm just telling you, you're a brother to me at this point, Ronbo. I love your show.
Thanks, Hank.
I love your show, brother. You're a GOAT in this game, Ronbo. And all I got to say is I gave a major shout-out to all the bums that usually want to attend our chat because they obviously don't have a chat going on of their own on a weekly basis. So y'all take it easy. Rombo's a GOAT. And Grant Cohn, my last message to you is you need to call in on Rombo's show. You don't need to call in on yours. Y'all have a good night. I'll catch you next time, Ronbo.
All right. And hang in there. Keep getting those good grades. Talk to you later. Night, Hank.
Yes, sir. Have a good one, man.
There he is. Hank. Hey, Robert. I wonder if Robert's ready. Robert.
Oh, yeah, I'm ready.
Mm.
I'm ready, and I'm ready to, I think that worked out perfect, because first thing I want to do is give a shout-out to production. Number two, I want to give a shout-out to Hank, because I second everything Hank said. Like, the Empire, we need to be on Grant's channel tomorrow telling him in his comments, flood his comments, he needs to get approval from the Don. He has no right to speak on the 49er Empire unless he get permission from Ronbo.
No, please don't do that, guys. God, Jesus. Yeah, Grant's okay. You know, he has a different approach, but we respect each other. You know, we call each other out on occasion on Twitter. It's okay. But
it's okay. It's okay. That's cool. Yeah. But back to our team though. I'm thinking we can fix this problem with this receiver if we carry 2 quarterbacks and 7 receivers.
7. See, that is my biggest fear. I do not want to see, and you know we're going to get a feelings hurt. We can't keep all those receivers. I'm going to put it this way. Which one leaving would you least be bothered with? You know?
See, now I'm going to hurt your feelings, Ronbo. I got a question. Like,
Jalen Hurd?
Well, you know what? I stand next to Jalen. You know, I started a whole controversy about a week ago, about this
you know what? I'm going to be able to accept that. Because I like I said a few minutes ago, I can't actually justify leaving a spot for Jalen knowing he may not even hold it down until the season starts. And then you got rid of somebody else like Simba or anybody else.
And that's the guy. That's who I wanted to talk about. That's my question. Tell me a little bit more about Simba other than one preseason game and
that boy's potential as a return.
Like, where does he come from? Like,
the Rams had him and they got rid of him because they picked up Tutu. But listen, the thing about Simba is he's that guy we've been looking for. You know how you see some teams like the Saints and other teams, they got this dynamic return man that always puts them in good field position? It's Simba. Simba is that guy. We could be on the 30 and 40-yard line every day, every time. He's got that kind of skill.
Now, my only thing with that is, you know, Kyle sets up his system and his 53-man roster a certain way, and he doesn't have any special teams specialists that don't contribute on offense. So my question is, can he really contribute? That's all I'm at. Yeah. I'm not knocking him or any of that. I just really want to know because, you know, we know that Benjamin has been a dynamic receiver in the league. You know, he's done that. So that's my thing.
But you're right, too. You got to be able to do more than one job. You can't just play special teams around here and expect to be on this team. And I know.
Right, and you gotta be able. You have to be willing to attempt to block.
Yeah. And Simba's got. Robert, he ain't got no ass. Hey, the boy looks like he weighs $150. I think that's gonna be what's gonna get him.
Just saying.
Yeah.
That's my only thing. That, you know what I'm saying? And like we can have certain feelings towards things, but we got to remember who our coach is and how technical he is, especially with his offensive weapon. You know, like, and the stock he put into Jalen is enough to, like, you don't carry a player like that for, well, it's been, 3 years? It's going to, this will be, 4 years?
I know.
3?
Did you talk about Jalen Hurts? Yeah, this is his third season coming up.
So, and you have another year for him to prove himself, and you can get something out of the capital that you put into Jalen. Like, let's be for real. It's a business too, and if we can do it with 5, and we say we're gonna take 6, why not? You see what I'm saying? Like,
yes.
So it has to be like 6 or 7. So we had a real dilemma because we had too many receivers to actually show potential in the offseason. If you get what I'm saying,
this is
be worthy of it.
Robert. This is that conversation that you have, and you ask your dad, your first year in college, can we get that Corvette? And he sits down and explains to you, and takes a few minutes to let you know you're not getting that Corvette. I'm gonna get you a Chevy. I'm glad you got to college. I told you I'd get you a car as soon as you got in, but I'm not buying you no Corvette, you know.
You got cash to get a Corvette too, but there's reasons, you know.
Yes,
what about the
and then
on
there's
the Corvette?
reasons, I know, you know. So that's what I'm saying.
So, you know,
I realize the truth. I just, man.
And my question is, like, you can even say the same thing for Jalen. Like, he got to show something, but do you want him to risk it all? Like, how much does he need to show?
Jalen Hurts?
Yeah.
We know he's got the talent. He's just got to. He's got to stay on the field.
We need to know he can take some contact.
Well, that's what I'm saying. And he has a play against the Raiders coming Sunday. He's got to stay out there for an entire half. He's got to have a substantial amount of snaps for us to make a judgment call. You know, I feel scared about this situation because he's 6'5", Robert. The boy goes anywhere from 220. Yeah. He could go up to 240 and still be a menace. He can run a 4.4. And they said he could bust that. He has busted that. You've seen him on how mean he is. He's the guy that got in trouble in practice for getting carried away on the blocks. We've never had anybody that was told to tone it down, blocking.
So the question is, how far does potential get you?
Well, that's a good question because we haven't recognized his full potential. We don't know what his potential is. We just know we've seen him carry a couple of Cowboys off into the end zone a couple of years ago with no effort whatsoever. Well, a little effort, but still he carried 2 grown men wearing Cowboy uniforms and took their Cowboy butt into the end zone and scored. Yep. Came around a few minutes later, made a play, textbook on how to abuse a defensive back and make a touchdown.
Oh, yeah.
The dude can play ball.
Oh, yeah. Big end zone target.
6'5".
But we're not getting nothing out of it. It's kind of like I'm almost talking myself out of Jalen, and I'm a Jalen fan.
But we got something said. You got Simba, you got Jalen, you got Travis Benjamin is apparently going to be a deep threat. You know, I still know what they're going to do here.
Tight end spot real close. So now we got to look at the tight end spot real close. How many tight ends we keep?
Well, there was 3, I imagine. You know, you got Charlie. You know, you got Wirtz on the team, and of course you got Dwelly has made this team. He has established himself. George Kittle, no need to mention his name. And now you got, that's 3 guys. Jordan Matthews, do you look at him? Pruitt, I'm done with Pruitt.
No, it's either. So what you gonna cut? I don't know. We got an ugly situation.
None of us do. The running back room has got the same issue.
I think Hasty may get cut.
See? Now that's awful. That is just awful.
Yeah, it is. It is. It is. Because you put stock into the other everybody else.
He can play.
Yeah, like,
Hasty can play.
Oh, he can play, but there's no stock into Hasty. And we're going to look up Hasty, going to be chopping up the 49ers.
Yeah, I know, right? Because, you of course, he has made this team.
He put it on film. It's on film.
But we got to go, fam.
He's going to play in the NFL.
This will heal up. Tomorrow, this will all be fixed. I'll be looking for you tomorrow. All right. Have a good night, fam. God, what a great problem to have. No, it's not. I love when they say it's a good problem to have. Why is it a good problem to have? I don't want that problem. You're going to bring these guys back, and they're going to show you, y'all cut me, didn't you? All right, come on. Let's play. Let's play. No, man. One thing we don't have to worry about, Emilio, if there's one thing not to worry about, is the Keller Witherspoon revenge. Give me now. You doing, man?
I'm good. How about you?
I'm just sitting there looking at the situation. We got one room that needs some more stock, and the rest of them are overflowing. Your defensive backs, people are concerned, but after that, ain't no problems on this team's. We got guys, some good football players are leaving us this year. Really, this time.
No, it is what it is. You make the team you're doing. So, hey, you didn't make the cut. You don't make the cut.
Damn.
You just got to accept it.
Yeah.
Some plays you don't want to go, but hey, it is what it is. Shanahan and Lynch are trying to build the best team.
You got the most serious question is Jalen Hurts. Now, the rest of these things you can sit around and contemplate and get mad and cry.
How is that a serious question?
Give me some perspective, man. Jalen Hurts. What up?
Okay. The first preseason we saw, the only preseason that we saw, he was excited, of course. No problem. I wanted to see what he can do, but he's been hurt for 2 years. He's not Garrison Hurst where he got hurt for 2 years and came back and became an all-star. We're only banking off what he did in college. That's what it is.
Pretty much.
Sometimes you see players do great in college and are straight garbage when they come to the NFL. So you don't know what you're going to get out of Hurst. At this point, it's just as much as everybody wants to keep him, and it looks like he's like going to be the shiny new toy. You got other players that are fighting to be on the squad and show more potential than he has. So it's just like, dude, you still your back in, but it's a done deal. Like I said, I want to keep him, but if we got other players that's going to play their ass off and say they're going to show potential, keep them. It is what it is with him.
Yeah.
On to the next.
Well, I know one thing. I want a return man this year that's going to be able to do some things. And I don't know if Simba's going to be able to stay with us, but I know one thing. That's a return, man.
You know what? I think he's going to stay. It looks like Sheffield, he's going to be – you better off having him a receiver than having him back there. It looks like Simba's going to stay. Because I think what they're going to do is going to give him one more shot, see what he can do in this last game against the Gators, and then see what we can do. They got to give him one more shot. If he's with potential and –
because it was Richie's week last week. They let him have all the time.
Yeah. Well, yeah. So he did pretty good last week. So now they're going to see what he can do. He's got one more shot to prove himself to make this right. So if he can do what he can do, we got a brand new Ted Ginn. And
I tell you what, and Emilio, people on the networks are talking about Detroit's offensive line. Are they going to be able to contain the 49ers rush?
When was the last time Detroit did anything?
Well,
that's a better question.
You got to go back to one of the greatest running backs of all time, and also you got to think about Megatron.
Well, I was about to say you can go sooner. I said with Megatron. I'm like, that's the last time they were good is when Megatron was on there. After that, they've been horrible garbage and can't even do a damn thing. So until I see something out of Detroit that looks more better than anything, the best he's ever had, and he didn't want to play for them no more.
Yeah.
It's just, hey.
Barry Sanders.
Detroit,
though, Barry Sanders and both Megatron and Sanders, they'd rather stay out of football than come back and have to be obligated to return to the Motor City. Megatron already said it. I'll stay retired. They got rights to me. I ain't coming back there, man.
You know what? The only thing I take away from Barry Sanders, and not because it was Detroit, to him, he came out and said the reason he retired was because he didn't want to break Jim Brown's record. So maybe that may be true or maybe not, but you know him. But Megatron, he said, F that team, he's gone. So,
it's just not a pleasant place.
So it's just, when they can actually amount to something, then I'll be like, oh, okay, Detroit's something you can't mess with. But no, Detroit's never had many sparks here and there, but no. They're just a horrible organization. People just go there just to make money, and that's it. They don't do nothing else in Detroit.
I've been through Detroit.
So then now he's done.
And I've been through the city one time, and I couldn't wait till we got through there. You know what I'm saying? We had something to eat, and food was okay. Don't order. Hey, by the way, don't order pizza in Detroit. If you guys are ever in Detroit, don't order no pizza if you're just passing through.
What the hell is in Detroit? What the hell is in Detroit? Broken Down Ford? What the hell is in Detroit?
It was kind
What is in Detroit? 8 Mile? I mean, there's nothing in Detroit.
Oh, yeah, you got Eminem, and Kid Rock is from there, too.
Right here.
Well, another one of them, just two of my favorite dudes.
Kid Rock hasn't been famous in over 20 freaking years.
Okay. This is the thing too. We can't lose that game. The reason I mentioned that is because we cannot lose to Detroit because the media's already waiting. Y'all lose Detroit, you guys gonna be meat.
Okay, let's put it like this. Let's say if we do lose that game, it's gonna be because somebody fumbled the ball and Detroit had a last chance to come and win the game. Other than that, I honestly don't see us losing that game. It's something horribly wrong has to go with that game where we lose that game. Let's say Jimmy plays and he gets hurt, we're down the field and something happens and they fumble the ball. That's worst case scenario.
So you're saying the only way they can win is if something strange happens to the team. The officials could be
strange. For them beating us up, I highly doubt it. That's just something really, really wrong has to happen for that to even happen. Detroit, like I said, Detroit is a mediocre team, and I don't see anything.
Jimmy Bull's right, though. I forgot about Motown, the greatest music entity possibly of all time.
Okay.
I did, yeah.
That's one thing.
I forgot about
else?
that.
Can you name anything else?
That's it, though. But and Don Burr, we gotta love us some Don Burr. We gotta go. All right, I'll be looking for you tomorrow, fam. Oh God.
All
right.
It's just entertaining, like I said. That's just Detroit's never been anything. I still don't understand why the hell they even get the Thanksgiving game. It's just a boring ass game.
Don't get me started on that. Oh,
all right, fam. Horrible.
Oh, God.
But yeah. All right.
All right, Emilio. Talk to you tomorrow. Yeah, I think Thanksgiving game. Watch it. L. Yes. Ellis.
Ronbo.
Ellis, you got the backup. You got the backup band tonight.
Yeah, I got two of them.
All right, Ellis, get on down to football, though, Ellis. We're looking at some of the situations we got here. The alarm that's being set off by the NFL networks that y'all better try to put some respect on Detroit's offensive front line. And we're looking at like the situation with the cut list coming up next week. It's ridiculous. Nobody knows what to do with certain rooms and can't imagine what's going to happen. But when we wake up or stop lunchtime, I don't know when they're going to have that list out available. We're going to look at that. Ellis, I know we're going to look and say, No, no, oh no. I already know. I've already get my mouth fixed to get ready. Oh no. And they kept who? Oh no. I know that's going to be it the whole time. We're going to have a room full of great players, but we're not going to be able to accept the guys that are taking off and going off someplace else. And hearing about, and Pete Carroll is, the Seahawks have claimed blah, 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 and blah, blah, blah. But I'm telling you, man. But Ellis,
senior
what's
citizen.
up?
the senior citizen, Pete Carroll. Jesus.
No.
That man is a dinosaur.
But he's still he's still
he moves around like he's 40.
I know, right?
Oh no, for sure, a scavenger. He that organization, they've been scavenging for a long time, even before Pete. I think he just, he's a damn good coach, so he kind of just intensifies the anger and the irritation. You know what I mean? He gets it done, man. I hate his ass.
Alice, we weren't getting rid of DJ Reed last year. We was waving him to bring him back in on Monday. And the Hawks swooped in there and got him, and he had a great season. I said,
vultures. I told you they need to change their colors to the color of a vulture. Get the feathers, they got about 3 different they might as well be the vulture. That was a perfect example of why they need to be changed to that. But I'm gonna be irritated. We're all gonna be irritated. I think we got lucky last year because I know when it comes down to this point, we usually, get a little anxiety going about who's not gonna make the team and stuff like that. And we've been pretty fortunate. I think I want to say the last 2 seasons where we haven't really had to lose anybody to have us sick.
That's right.
But it kind of feels like that might come this time around, just because it sounded like where we at? We're still in the 80s right now as far as roster.
80 exactly. We lost 85. Yeah. No, we got 80.
So now that's going to be 4 guys.
If you do the math,
to get down to 53.
Yeah.
Or whatever, close to whatever.
Anyway, they got to get to 53, guys. So it's going to be a number of people. Yeah.
Yeah. So it's going to be a little stressful. I'm concerned about our defensive line depth being compromised in that roster cut. I'm definitely the offensive line. We don't really have that. I mean, the guys I think that we probably not the offensive line. Let me change that. I'm more concerned about the defensive line because we got so many good guys there, and thankfully, Jordan Willis is now going to be playing for the first 6 games, so we were able to maneuver and do some things, and we can actually keep somebody, so that's one benefit. But there's other guys, I'm concerned about Kevin Givens, I think he should make the team, but I'm still concerned because then it's, they just got a lot of, spots that, guys that, the camp casualties, the cut casualty process, and, so I'm not looking forward to that, man, one bit.
That's what I'm saying.
We're not going to have 3 quarterbacks. Well, we will have 3 quarterbacks again this year.
Yeah, Kyle always is going to do that.
I mean, if you lose one and the other gets hurt, then you have nobody. So it's a must. It's just one of those things.
And
maybe can they put him on the practice squad? Shit, they paid him. Go sit down, Sudfeld.
And they should. They should, because Trey Lance, I think you look at Josh Rosen. Josh Rosen's already, they could have called him back later. Somebody needs to know Kyle. I can't bring any quarterback into the system. It's too intricate, and it takes too long to get it down. So Josh Rosen would have been a candidate had he not been picked up, right? So now you got Sudfeld, and you almost have to depend on him, and that's crazy.
Yeah, and I mean, if we can just use him for the practice squad, kind of like we did with Josh Johnson last year. I mean, he got paid, he got guaranteed money. Yeah. He can't really be mad. Then, will that give us an opportunity to get somebody else on the team since he'll be on the practice squad? Can we have somebody to the active roster and replace?
Ellis, you're putting him on the practice squad in order to make room for some other people you want to keep that are already in camp. Yeah.
100. Yeah, no, that's what I'm saying. So that's good. So then, I mean, at least frees up one extra body. But again, we're going to be missing so many. I'm just hoping that the guys that we do end up keeping and moving around with, with the roster and with the IRs and, the different stuff that I know Kyle's going to try to do, which is kind of what he was doing last year. If you noticed a little bit of it, he was doing that too to kind of keep us, fulfilled, with some important depth pieces. So I'm hoping he does that to his best of his ability again this year. I'm not too excited about that, man. But
I know.
That was really the cut that I was worried about. I'm not worried about any of the other cuts. This cut, the 53-man, roster, the official, and those cuts were really my concern. So, man, we'll see what happens, though. We're going to have a great team nonetheless. We got to stay focused and motivated, within that capacity and just know that, regardless, the guys that we do keep, they're going to come, ready to play. And then hopefully some of those guys will still be available. I know Anthony Zettel came back. I liked Anthony Zettel when we had him. He played solid for us.
I forgot about that.
So,
they brought him back a month ago or so. That's right. I forgot about him.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm hoping we can, keep a hold of some of those guys, man, because that defensive line is, I think, where, things is going to get, that's going to be our strong suit, I think as a whole, team-wise, until we see the offense just go absolutely, bananas, you know what I mean? We know for a fact that our defense is going to come through big for us, our defensive line and just our defense as a whole,
man.
That we can put our pennies on. But,
so that's it.
What else we have, family?
Yeah, well, that was because we're almost out of time. But let's see. I was looking at the healthy guys. D Ford and Nick looking good. I mean, we can anticipate a lot of things. We're gonna, fam. We got to go though, because bookmark this spot. Be back tomorrow, because it's not enough time for everybody to just get as much time as I want them to have. But
no, it's all good, family.
But Ellis, can we hear from the we got to give them a name, because they're just too good to just be Ellis's babies. We've got to give them a whole
duets.
name. The duets. Duets. I like it.
You know what I'm saying? EMA's duets.
I like that. EMA's duets. All right.
Hey.
Can we hear from them?
They're at the dinner table right now. I'm gonna try.
Never mind. No. Don't stop from eating then. Yeah, we can wait till tomorrow.
Okay. Okay. Yeah, we'll be here tomorrow for sure.
All right, Ellis. Appreciate you,
fam. Thank you, brother Ronbo. Shout out to the family. Yes, sir. Thank you to production. Shout out to all the Niner faithful, man, the good guys out there, man, and ladies, and the ladies as well. Shout out to Denise. Happy belated. I heard it just a few days ago on the show. It's probably been last week or something. Yeah, happy belated to Denise, and shout out to all the other Niner faithful ladies out there, man. And, shout out to Don Burr, man, for that for that staycation, that stay the hell away vacation I sent you on earlier for coming into the SF Niners chat and every other chat. I'm getting on you every time you come in, champ, because you ain't running nothing, man. You just running from chat to chat, Niner chats at that. That's the only running you doing, all right? And running to the bathroom in between intermissions. Anyway, peace and love.
Hell yeah! Shout out to your boy Jack.
Oh yeah, shout out to Jack. Even though he cut me off that last time, he was talking greasy. You know what, Jack? It's all love, man, because it's Niner for life, man. So let's keep it lit. All day, peace.
Night, fam. What? I'm concerned with Don Burr. I've not seen him in a while. Rakim Jamane, Rakim. Thanks, Rakim, for that contribution. Come on, Ronbo. Detroit ain't that bad. I'm going to watch our Niners stomp the Lions out on opening day. I'll eat some Coney dogs and deep dish pizza for you, too. Oh, did you say deep dish pizza? Oh, my God. Hey, Rakim, they got deep dish in Detroit? Because I wish I'd have known. Because we got a normal pizza with a crust that was extremely questionable. I'm not sure if the ingredients on top were fresh. You know what I'm saying? So, because I thought you had to go to Chicago for pizza. Dre, my God, Dre, get in there. I ain't heard from you in forever.
I know. How's it been, Ronbo?
Hey, Dre, it's been rolling. Getting ready to start the season. So
exactly.
We got a resident Detroit fan. You know how we do each and every season before the season starts. Whomever the first opponent is, for some reason they think we need to be friends. Somebody always comes in and represents, and Don Burr has been hanging out with us the whole time. And then today, that's the only reason why I took notice, because NFL Network and some other people talk about the Detroit Lions may have one of the better offensive lines in the NFL this year. They should provide Jared Goff with more protection than he enjoyed during his Super Bowl season. I stopped, paused what I was doing. Wait a minute. Seriously? Really? They look that good? Somebody said they had a pretty good offensive line. So, of course, are we to get alarmed? Because how good are they that they're going to stop Dee Ford, Nick Bosa, Javon Kinlaw, Eric Armstead? I mean, are they that good?
Right. That's news to me because I sure haven't heard nothing about that. That's
I'm gonna record. I'm gonna go get that recorded, post it up, get everybody to have fun with that. Maybe next tomorrow. But hey, also, we got Diamador. We've been crying about Ambry Thomas. Maybe we don't need Ambry's going to finally come around, I got a feeling. He's just a little out of sync because he took too long off. But Diamador.
I heard he did good in practice today, though.
Yeah, okay. See, he's coming around. I knew he would. Because I saw his clip in school. He can play. But then you had Diamador, who you didn't expect too much from. It looked like he wouldn't go make the team. And, But, fam, go ahead. Well, anything you want to get into, the T. Lance versus JG, anything you want to talk about, jump on in there, because we ain't heard from you in such a long time. Get your opinion on everything.
I know it's been a cool minute. Nothing specific, but, yeah, I know the season's coming around. So I was like, man, I got to get back in here and get in touch with my folks over here on Ronbo Sports. But, yeah, man. Jimmy G, Trey Lance. I had a chance to go to the game Sunday, so that was a treat. I'm in LA, so I went down to SoFi Stadium, so it was good to see the guys in person.
Drake, we probably seen you because I was laughing when they put the camera on the stands.
Jimmy is going to end up starting. I know a lot of hype is going around about building his trade value and this and this and that, but the fact that we got Sudfeld at third string, where's Jimmy G going for us? Like, seriously. We're going to have Sudfeld back in us, Trey Lance. I just don't see that. So
God,
I don't think Jimmy G is going anywhere unless Kyle just really tricks us off and he really plans to just go full-fledged with Trey Lance. But still, as with Sudfeld as your backup, if we get rid of Jimmy G, that's not looking good. That's super scary.
And you know how it goes. As soon as that happens, then Trey, it may not be serious, but he hasn't missed a couple of games for whatever reason, right? And the 49ers were in the thick of things, and now it looks like they're going to
That's pretty much my take on that. I mean, Trey is coming along, but I like the idea of having packages for him, in his first year, Yeah.
And it's going to be good for him. Don't put that kind of pressure on him. That's insane. Now, especially if you got Jimmy on the team, because now he's going to say, oh, man, I got to perform. Because if I don't, I'll be letting everybody down. There's no need to put that kind of salve, that kind of pressure. Bring him in on packages, get him accustomed to the NFL, the speed,
hey, Ronbo, I think I'm going
to
to have to tap in with you. Sounds like my connection is bad. Can you hear me?
I can hear you, though. I can hear you. Dre? Uh-oh. Dre, maybe you may have to call back. Okay. All right, we'll come back to Dre if he calls back. All right. I'm not sure who it is.
Right.
Wait a minute.
None, and it's not necessary at all.
Oh, hey, Dre, I can hear you, Dre.
Ronbo, can you hear me okay?
Yeah, Dre, I can hear you. Can you hear me? Okay,
hello,
Dre.
Hello.
Okay, Dre, we got a bad connection with Dre. It's not going to work. Okay, Dre, can you see? Can you read the words on my mouth?
My service is bad. I'm gonna connect with you next time. I must be in a bad area.
Okay. All right, we'll get back to Dre. You see, I had to go to Chris Tucker. Can you read the words across all my sin on my lips? Hey, hey.
Ronbo, it's your birthday. Happy birthday, Ronbo. Ronbo, it's your birthday. Happy birthday, Ronbo. We forgot. Everybody was supposed to unmute themselves on Rombo's birthday, which passed. Like every year, we forget. I called it.
You know what?
Everybody, when I get on the phone,
you're right.
Unmute your phone. Everybody, and we're singing "Happy Birthday, Ronbo." God, all the happy birthday he sings.
I just realized that, Jack. Man. I did not get a song for my birthday. That's right. I kept passing hints the whole time. It's the Ronbo birthday today, you know what I'm saying? And blah, blah, blah. Yeah. I sang for myself.
Yeah, well, your boy's suffering with the Delta variant. I'm regretting not getting that double jab. You know, they try to give me in the UK. I don't know, because I'm a colored dude. I was just like in line full of white folks. None against white folks. I got a lot of white friends, but they gave me that thing in like a box. So I was like, man, I ain't having this. I'm cool, you know, because the first one they just gave it normally. So, anyways, I'm suffering. Hearing you guys talk and hearing Ronbo tonight has really, you know,
wait.
I don't know what's going to happen.
Jack, did I hear you correctly?
But, yeah, I got the Delta.
Oh.
I got the Delta variant.
But you sound
I got the Delta variant, and I'm suffering, man.
Right
it
now?
Sucks, man. You know why I'm sounding like this? Because, I mean, an hour ago I felt like I'm dying. Right now I feel like I'm good. But just talking to you guys, you know what I'm saying, and that just lifts my spirits, man. So keep me in your prayers. This has humbled me a lot, and I just want to say that you guys are going to see a new Jack, man. I'm getting gray hairs now, so, you know, it's time for a change. And if I make it through this, we will get to the Super Bowl. But talking about the football, man, I mean, I just love watching all these different, like, you know, Hard Knocks and
the Cowboys.
Even the Jets. They got, then they got the Jets up. Man, Salah got them boys working. And you see all these different type of crews and stuff, and it's like, man, you know, teams are getting better and better, and you know they got the same scheme as us. They got the defense, and they got the offensive coordinator from us. So it's just man, it's one of them things. Like, you know, every team every year is just getting better and better. So the competition, you don't know who's going to win the Super Bowl, which is so exciting compared to like football, which is soccer out here, because it's always like the most expensive team that wins, you know?
Yes.
But what's the topic today? What's the topic today, man? I just saw you.
I was laughing at the fact that the Detroit Lions are getting a lot of love from the sports medias about their offensive line, and we got a cornerback that nobody really expected too much from Diamador Lenore. He's actually looking like he might be a steal.
He's shining, man.
Yeah,
I'm telling you, man, he got dog in him. And when he just needed to put 2 and 2 together. That's all it was, because, you know, he's a rookie, and, you know, I mean, he's looking better than Ambry Thomas.
Yeah,
you know, he's
Ambry's
looking better
coming
than
around.
Ambry, man. I mean, Ambry he's coming around. He might need a little more time, man. You know what I'm saying? But these rookies, and how do you feel about Aaron Banks, though?
I'm very concerned about Aaron.
He was going to be the one to shine.
I know. Jack, do you remember the guy we got from Stanford? I meant to go look his name up. Remember that big offensive lineman we got from Stanford? Everybody said he's a mauler. He's going to help that run game like nobody can. Remember that? Well, Jack is serious.
Yeah.
What was his name?
I
Jack,
know, man.
who was that guy that we cut 2-3 years ago?
My tongue.
I think, as a matter of fact,
you're talking about the cornerback.
No. Offensive lineman.
Richard?
He was a guard. No, not Richard.
Oh,
offensive lineman
confused,
from
man.
Offensive lineman from Stanford. Josh Garnett.
Oh,
remember Josh Garnett?
Yeah.
He
doctor, man.
Banks reminds me of Garnett. Yeah, Garnett looked like he was. Oh, we got something here, boy. We had to trade up to get him. Remember?
Yeah.
And like with Aaron Banks, I said, we got the second coming, and this dude's probably going to work. He's struggling.
Hey, you know who's quiet though this year, man? Everybody's I don't hear too much buzz about the Arizona Cardinals, and that's kind of like making me like feel uncomfortable. But that's a topic for another day. I know we got a lot of callers, but man, they got some boys in the building this year. You know what I'm saying?
Too many, Jack.
So we got to figure some things out.
And
now,
you
listen,
and me,
man,
the only ones taking them seriously.
Hey, I'm just checking in, and man, happy birthday for all those years. We forgot Ronbo, and
yeah, that's okay, Jack.
Next year definitely we unmuting the call on Ronbo's birthday if he's on, or the day before, after, whatever. We all singing him happy birthday. All right.
All right.
Love
Jack,
y'all.
You sound strong.
Good, man.
I think you're in recovery mode, then. I'm
trying my best, man. I'm trying my best.
Keep getting
Thank
better
you, brother.
here. All right, fam. Talk to you later.
Thank you, brother. Much love, man. Talk to you soon.
Back at
God
you.
bless.
All right. Night, Jack. Oh, man. That's Jamal. Hey, don't worry. My birthday was on July 1st. Don't worry about it now, though. Jamal, come on in, man.
Hey, how you doing? Hey. Let me say something about Detroit now. I have family in Detroit, and my late grandmother's side of family, we have a reunion. Usually, this would trip you out, and this would amaze me as a kid. I go, wow, look at that tall skyscraper, man. She's like, yeah, it's shut down. It's vacant. Like, are you serious? I've never heard of a bit high skyscraper being abandoned. It's crazy, man. Oh, my God.
Jamel, you remember we used to hear stories about not Detroit being the murder capital of America?
Right.
They've never, the greatest thing that ever came out of Detroit is the fact that they build cars, Motown, of course, with the stars that will live in the minds of everybody who's ever heard them. They were just a hit machine for people who could perform. And then, of course, Barry Sanders, Megatron, and Eminem.
Detroit basketball.
Yeah, and the Pistons. Yeah. They've had a good baseball team a couple of times. The Tigers have been competitive. I can't really talk about Detroit. Jamel, you ever spent any time in Detroit? Any length of time, or were your grandmother lived out there, or you just came to visit her?
No. Like I said, we would have a reunion, not every year. Like I said, it would be 1 year that we would. Matter of fact, my hometown, GI Gary. We had a reunion, and we did it real good. We go to Detroit, and every time we go to Detroit, it's the same thing. Yeah. I'm like, man, Detroit is like a Gary at one point. So every city has had a point. Gary, Indiana was like a murder capital at one point. Detroit, Washington, Chicago, and right now, Ronbo, oh my goodness. Chicago, boy, it's like a war zone. Folks moving out to Gary. I said, man, where y'all from? Chi-town. So, oh wow.
Yeah, you know what? God. I remember meeting dudes. I played ball with that came from Chicago, came out to Cali to play ball at the JC I went to for a year, and the first thing they would say when you make a man, I'm from Chicago, man. Don't do that. When they said that at that time, I didn't realize what that meant. In other words, there's some hard dudes living in Chicago that people in Cali don't know nothing about, right? So I took warning. Right. I never messed with him anyway. We became good buddies. His name is Glover. But man, it's tough as a kid growing up in places like that. Because, like in the East Coast, because we don't have it in Cali, you go to the wrong neighborhood. That's just some stories where if you walked into the wrong neighborhood, you were like, oh, that could be dangerous,
Right.
And I says, damn, we don't have that in Cali. Well, some parts of L.A., but it ain't that serious, So I think... If you're out in the West, feel grateful because it's rough. From Midwest on, it gets a little crazy.
Yeah, dude. But I've been blessed though.
Good. Glad to hear that. So, but Jamel, we was talking about Demo, his emergence. D and Nick looking like they're healthy. If anybody thought that we weren't going to have our edge rushers for the opening day, I think it's looking good. You got D's out there hurting people during practice, steamrolling. I said, what? Damn. Anyway, Bob Money mentioned Oakland and Stockton. You're right, Bob. I ain't gonna lie, boy. Oakland and Stockton can get a little crazy too, and Northern Cali. Yeah, it's true. I don't know about Stockton, but I know about Oakland. But anyway, Jamel, yeah, and so the continued controversy that Kyle Shanahan keeps fanning the flames on regarding Jimmy G and Trey Lance. Jamel, anything you want to jump on, go right ahead.
I just say let's just get ready to rock and roll because I'm about ready to watch some regular season football in this year. So I would say Detroit got a butt whooping coming. So they ain't had no good team going on with them since the Bad Boys, really.
Yeah.
I know Titans got something going on. They're always competitive. You know, when you played the White Sox, I went to a White Sox game, even though my Cubs are my favorite squad. But other than that, Detroit ain't got nothing out there. Oh, yeah, the Red Wings. Let's get them off there.
I've never attended an ice hockey game. I've never.
Me neither.
You said some of my white bros back in Cali. Hey, Ronbo, man, we're going up to see. I say, what? Hockey? Come on, man. You can watch one hockey game. Listen, guys, here's the thing. You guys talked me into seeing Bruce Springsteen. I agree. It was one of the greatest shows I'd ever seen. Bruce works hard to entertain you, and I became a Bruce Springsteen fan. But and then you guys always want to go swimming, and you know black people don't swim. And so finally, they said, "Yeah, hey, come on, Ron, man, check out a hockey game with us, man. You go up to Sac. Okay, guys, I got to draw the line there because first thing you know, you're going to be waking me up at 3 or 4 o'clock in the morning asking me if I want to go play golf. I'm not going, and this could be the beginning of that end. So no. So I never did see a hockey game. But hey, what, did you enjoy that?
What, the hockey game?
Yeah.
I had never been to a hockey game.
Oh, I thought you.
Now you are going to laugh at. now watch this. Now you are going to laugh at this. All right, look, I usually don't watch hockey games, but now my team is the Blackhawks, and I know the Blackhawks fight song. That's crazy. I don't watch hockey, but I like the Blackhawks fight song.
If you know the fight song, it's time for you to go watch the game. Come on, Jamel. If you put that kind of energy into it, it's time for you to go watch.
I know. I tried, but then they talking about the ice and stuff, and I'm talking about give me a piece of cake, and I'm like, what the? Nah.
Anyway, we got the Sharks over here in Cali. You know, I remember the 49ers were doing cross promotions with them for a while. So you know what? You have to twist my arm. Maybe if I had time to watch a Sharks game. You know, so because it would be an experience. What I like about hockey is the all-out brute. I mean, they just break out fighting. I always love when a few times I see pull the jersey over the dude's head so he can't fight and just start uppercutting him about 20 or 30 times. And the refs just stand there and they watch that for a minute or two and then they break it up. He said, this is organized violence. Right. It's kind of funny. Jamel, what do we do? Jamel, we got to talk football tomorrow. I'll see you tomorrow, okay?
All right.
It has been fun, though.
See you tomorrow.
Night, Jamel. Yeah. Hey, Clarence Molina. He says, wide receivers. Okay, Ayuk, Debo, Mo. Is that Sanu? Sherfield, Jennings, Simba, Hurd. Bye-bye, Richie James. Put Travis Benjamin on the PS or the reverse. T. Benjamin on the 53 and Simba on the PS. You know, that's kind of realistic, Clarence. Yeah. Because they've already gotten rid of a couple of wide receivers. Creecraft's gone. Clarence, you know what? You may have something there. Thanks for that contribution to that. That's kind of like maybe real possible. Yeah, Mohamed Sanu, Ayuk, Debo, Jennings, Sherfield, those are the main guys. And then you got Hurd in the mix and Simba. And Richie has not done enough to beat out any of the people on that list. Could be. You might have it. Bethel! Come on in, Bethel.
Hey, Ronbo.
Bethel. Bethel, come on in, man. We're here talking about things like Diamador Lenore looking awfully good. 5th round pick. That's a magic round for us, Bethel. Anybody we pick in the 5th round from here on out, I'm going to get excited. Because I'm going to say, when we get into the 5th round, you got Diamador Lenore and Hufanga, both. Oh, my God. I knew Hufanga was probably going to make a showing. But Diamador, I thought, maybe not. And then, of course, D and Nick are looking good. And Detroit Lions, now I guess they're trying to sell tickets out in Detroit for the ball game, are trying to get people to believe that Detroit Lions can actually stop the 49ers defensive pass rush and protect Jared Goff. It's funny, isn't it?
Yeah. Before I, say anything, I go, the caller that called, wish him best wishes that hopefully he gets well. And and another thing,
Jack.
I know one of our 49 fans couldn't watch the game even though he paid. If he wants, he could go to an app, or anybody could go to an app. You could post it. It's DOFU Sports. It's you could go to Google. And you could watch any football games on there, and you watch them for free. So there's a link. There's something that you can watch.
DOFU Sports. It sounds like a man on a mission against the NFL or sports in general.
Yeah, that's an app on Google. So if you got a Google app, you could download it for free, and you can watch anything on there. You can watch baseball, football, whatever you want to watch, and you don't have to pay anything. So hopefully, our Niner fans enjoy that. Watch it for free.
Yeah, the world is really turning into something special. I mean, that's. When the NFL finds out about that, and all Major League Baseball, all of them are going to really come crashing down on them. But in the meantime, good luck with that, I guess. But Bethel, what do you got to say about some of the things going on here? Go ahead.
One thing I think, on the game, and a good thing to see is, what Trey Lance did. He did a lot of bad things, but he got better.
Yeah.
He started, getting better.
Smoothed it out.
He started progressing forward, and that's what you want out of your quarterback.
It's
so,
preseason.
That's, one good thing.
Yes.
Yeah, that's one good thing. He learned from his mistakes,
corrected him.
He corrected them. And then plus, they told him, you zip those balls really hard. You want to take Ricky James' head off.
I mean, there's still a mark on Richie's helmet. Richie! Man up, Rich!
Yeah, so it's, and then plus, Kyle, said it from the beginning. Jimmy is our starter, and, people wonder who's going to start game one, and they should know already. Kyle said it a long, long, long time ago back that Jimmy was our starter, But, it's funny how he plays with them, though.
Yeah, I know. Well, because they didn't – did he – I think he didn't do a press conference today. D'Amico was in there, so they didn't get a chance to ask him. But if Kyle comes in there tomorrow, they're going to ask him again tomorrow because, Yeah.
Yeah, and it's funny how they play with the media and all that, and the media eats it up.
Sean Bullard's heard of the at web address you're talking about. So there you go. So
yeah, it's a good one.
Because every year there's somebody who puts up something for people to work on. I remember watching the World Series a couple of years ago on one of those. So yeah.
Yeah.
But anyway.
Yeah.
And also, we got D and Nick. They've already said things like Nick Bosa has energized that defense already. You can see this is the thing, Bethel. Nick Bosa is going to get paid probably a record price for a defensive end, provided he stays healthy this year, because the 49ers are going to look to extend him next year. They're not going to wait for a fourth year, right? Well, you know what? Maybe they might let him play one more year, because fourth year, though, that's it, because Nick's a first-round pick, so you're definitely going to extend him by his fourth year. But it might be a good idea to extend him today. You know why? Because now you can get him on a contract that might be somewhat reasonable. So you extend him next year. Don't wait till the fourth year. Extend him next year and give him some crazy amount. Make him the highest-paid defensive end next year before that standard goes up. Because I don't know who else is going to be eligible the same year as Nick. But there's several people. I don't know if anybody's doing as well.
You don't want to do the same thing that the Cowboys did and played around with Dak Prescott and look how much they're paying him now.
Tony, I know you love this.
Done it before, if they would have done it before, they could have got him cheaper. But no, they try to play games with him, and look at what happened.
Bethel, Dak is not worth $40 million anything. He's good, but he's not kind of good. He's not supposed to get paid Mahomes kind of money. That's a joke. So, you're right.
Yeah.
Pay these people before the standard gets raised. Exactly.
Yeah.
So.
Don't be greedy and try to, lowball them. Pay them now where everything's cheap. And then later on, you're going to be saying, oh, we have a good deal. Now it's worth, the amount that you're paying them now is he's going to probably be paid a little bit lesser than other people because of the amount of money other people are getting.
Didn't Nick, didn't Joey just break the bank?
Nick Bosa, yeah.
Yeah, didn't Joey
he
just
actually got a big contract.
Near 30? Joey got so Nick's going to have to exceed that, and that's another year away, right? So Nick could be the first near $40 million edge. And you already paid Fred Warner, luckily. And, who else can we not stand to lose? Oh, man, that's But you know what? The cap is going to go up, and some other things are going to go up. So it may not be so outrageously tough as we think it's going to be. So we'll see.
Yeah, and then plus with all these deals that NFL is having and all these deals that they're getting, that's another
television
thing that,
and everything,
the
television deal kicks in next year, I think. So we're going to find out.
Yeah.
Find out.
So it's I think ain't the first starters going to play the first half?
Yeah, I you know what? Last week they were meant to have the starters shuttling back and forth, first team, second team, first team, second team. They might do that this Sunday. We'll see.
Because I think I heard I think I heard Jimmy say that he's going to be happy to see his starters play the first half.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, because that's who he's got chemistry with. So, he should be, so we'll see. Well, Bethel, we're going to go.
It's going to be a good game.
Oh, yeah. Anytime we're playing the Raiders, it's already good, No matter what condition they're in. But I'll see you tomorrow if you got time for us. All right?
All right. Hopefully the Raiders take out their, don't leave their starters out so then we won't be that embarrassed.
I know, right? That way they can't say things like, oh, you guys couldn't beat our starters like that. We had our second and third string out there. Really? Derek Carr's a second and third stringer? Well, not every day, but some days. Oh, get out of here with that.
Like always, Ronbo. Good show. Keep up the good work.
Thanks, man.
And hit a like for Ronbo Sports.
Thanks,
Let's go. Nice.
Have a good night, fam.
Good night, Ronbo.
And Clarence Molina. He says, we brought the West Coast offense in 81. We will bring the two-quarterback system in 2021. Synchronize subs with our run game and our motion offense. Definitely won't adjust in time. Clarence, you got it all worked out, don't you? I like the breakdown, too. Clarence, what Clarence is doing, he's got that wide receiver thing figured out. He's got the 49ers offense already figured out. Hey, J-Dog. I ain't talked to J-Dog in like forever, too, man. J-Dog.
Yo, what's up, Ronbo? What's going on, man? You know me and you, man. When we get together, man, holy smoke, man. Hey, I just been listening a little bit, man. Thanks for taking my call first of all.
My pleasure.
And, hey, man, I'm looking at it, man, and I say, man, Kyle basically told you that Jimmy's a starter. Jimmy told you he's a starter, too. Let's put that to bed, okay? We have the roster to do what we want to do, but we do have some holes. You know what I mean? And again, that wide receiver core, there's a lot of question marks there. Yeah. And I want to ask you a question, Ronbo. Do you really think that Richie James is going to get cut?
See, J-Dog, that whole wide receiver thing is nothing but pure complexity. I don't know what Kyle's criterion is going to be for even making these decisions. Richie may be in the money like nobody's business, because he's got experience. He's been with Kyle for years. Yep. That could play a big part.
Yep. And he can run. You know what I mean? But he to me, he's like a Dollar Tree R.W. McQuarters. You know what I mean? Yeah. He's you know what I mean, on the return. You know what I mean? He did show some flashes, when all the guys went out for COVID and stuff as a receiver.
Yeah,
and Kyle likes his guys. You know what I mean? Kyle sticks with his guys. The Trent Taylors and all that garbage stuff. You know what I mean? Kyle's a loyal guy. Nick Mullins. How long did he stick with Nick Mullins? Oh, my God.
Till he had to let him go. Both of them. CJ was running around there getting paid and wasn't doing anything but sitting around doing nothing. I don't know what he did in practice.
Wasn't doing nothing, man. Wasn't doing nothing, and he stuck with him. But and then another thing, Ronbo, hey, nobody's talking about this. My boy from South Carolina, Javon Kinlaw, expect a monster year. Nobody can block him. That's what they're saying. Mm-hmm. They can't block this guy.
Baldy said that 2 years when he first came last year. He says, I don't see anybody being able to stop him. They're going to have to double team him, and that's going to free people
up.
They
got to double team. Oh man, that's why Nick Bosa has to be healthy because it won't be fair. If you get the talent of Javon Kinlaw, bam, inside, double blocking, D4, that's a boom. Hey, if D4 touches Lord have mercy. If he doesn't, we'll be all right. We got some guys. You know what I mean? I like Arden Key. I like Ekubine. You gotta like the defensive line as a whole. DJ Jones, are you kidding me? The defensive line is a problem, Rondo. It's crazy.
And dog, the biggest problem is who do we get to keep? I'm worried about who's leaving. I'm already worried.
That's Ronbo, I wasn't listening all day. Is anybody talking about that right now?
No, but you look at the situation. Okay,
Ronbo, you got at least 3 good players. Go ahead.
Hurst is going to the IR or PUP or something, so he won't count against the numbers. And now you look at the guys that are automatically going to make Javon Kinlaw's automatically going to make the team. Nick and D are going to make the team already. DJ Jones is going to make the team. Now you start to look around at Contavious Street. Who?
You don't think Givens is a lock? Givens?
I'm looking at the numbers. I don't know how many they're keeping because Contavious Street, between those two for a while, it was going to be between Street and Givens, because they brought in Hurst and Kerr, which automatically put pressure on those two, right?
I was going to say.
Yes.
I was going to say, I don't want to let Kerr go. I like his swagger, and he's big. I don't want to let him go. You know what I mean? I don't Rumble. I don't know how long you're gonna keep me outside. I just want to get this in before I know you gotta go. that I don't like our backups on with the tight at the tight end position. If Kittle gets hurt, so you want to.
How many do you want to keep?
I love Jordan Reed last year. What's that?
How many do you want to keep? Tight ends. How many you gonna keep in that room? Because remember,
you can only keep 3. You can only keep 3 because when I called last time, you said he wanted 8 receivers. Like, I'm like, come on, Ronbo.
It hasn't changed, J-Dog. I still need 8 receivers.
Get out of here. Nobody in the league keeps 8 receivers, Ronbo. Stop it. Ronbo's greedy.
I don't want to get. The Simba thing is worrying me to death, and I'm gonna activate him on game day.
I hope they keep 8 defensive linemen. You want 8 receivers? Ronbo. You hungry? What y'all doing? Y'all smoking that Cali out there.
I know you know. We got some special herb out here. You know that. But listen, the thing is, to be realistic,
I hear about it.
To be realistic, I know I can't keep that many. But I'm trying to understand how life will be if I have to look at Simba on another team. Look at that, y'all. Look at that. 40. Last time he came down 40-yard line. This time he's got 2 more yards. And boy, he's going to keep us in good field position, and we can't keep him and keep Richie too and Travis Benjamin.
Yeah. Golden Tate's still out there. You don't like that? No, they don't. The 49ers ain't looking at him.
I can't believe they not even said anything to him. I said something about that a couple of weeks. I was thinking, Golden Tate's available.
Oh, you said that? Wow.
Well, you know what? I was on Twitter when I mentioned that. I wasn't on here because But Golden Tate, the 49ers going to look at him maybe as maybe a little too long in the tooth. Because they already got Mohamed Sanu. But they want to bring the rest of the kids up, right?
I guess so, but nobody's really standing out. You know what I mean? Back in 1996, a young T.O. stood out. You know what I mean?
Know.
Back at J.J. Stokes, he was so big he had to stand out. But nobody's grabbing that ball.
I know, and you know what? You mentioned T.O. T.O. is out petitioning for a job in the NFL again.
Hey, I know. I've seen that. But you get my point. You know what I'm saying, Ron?
No, I know exactly.
I don't know if any 49ers
Kyle's been asking for that too, Joe.
T.O. stood out.
Yeah.
He wasn't polished or anything, but he's we needed one of those guys to grab that brass ring. You know what I mean? Nobody past Debo and Ayuk. Damn, what are we doing?
So Jalen Hurd, if his body was healthy, he could be of that type. But he can't stay, he just can't find a way to get on the field.
Yeah, I know. And he's nasty, too. He's
got an attitude. Man.
You gotta love
Dog, look at this. We ran out of time, of course. Dog, if you got time for us tomorrow, I'll be back tomorrow.
Yeah, I hope so, Ronbo. If I'm not doing nothing, man, I'm off work, man, having a couple of Frosties, man. I'll get on with you, man.
Sounds good.
No problem, man.
And I've been trying to stop being so late because I know you're out in the East. Try to stop this.
Yeah,
right?
Yeah, I know, man. I feel you, Ron, but I appreciate you getting me on, man. And 49er Empire for life from Boston, Mass. We have Ronbo here, and Boston is 49ers country right now.
I love it.
Thanks, Ronbo. Appreciate it.
Thank you, J-Dog. Can't wait to talk to you again. Have a great night, fam.
You too, bro. Peace out.
Thanks. Peace out. Nick, 209 Motown. Are you going to any games this year, Rumble? Probably not. I mean, this is the thing where I love doing this, and if I got my production, all my stuff here, I seems like I love to be able to communicate with a lot of people rather than going into establishments and bars and things like that and games and pretty much coming that close to getting into fights, especially if there's another guy in there. Hey, you're a 49er fan? What the hell does it look like? Yeah, you guys, tell you what, man, you guys had your chance 2 years ago. So, I don't know what what are you going to do this year? Well, first, I'm probably going to start by kicking your ass. Hey, Tony! Hey!
Ronbo, how are you?
Tony, my God, I tell you, the closer we get to football season, I can't wait. And Tony, I was thinking about you today as ESPN NFL Live was on, and they said the same thing to you. They said the same thing that I've been saying to you. I said, Forget what's the big dude's name? I say, when is the last time y'all remember the Atlanta Falcons not having a good offense? I said, that's true. When was the last time the Falcons had a bad offense, right? And it said the problem with the Falcons is they got to find a way to shut people down. When that happens, ain't nobody gonna be able to stop them. We're looking at now. They just added a generational tight end in Kyle Pitts. I got mad because that was my draft crash. And also you got the route runner. I says, see, that's what I'm talking about, man. And Matt Ryan is still there calling the shots, man. They got some other people too, but that offense is gonna cook. And I said, man, Tony, you probably saw that, didn't you?
Actually, I didn't see it, but we're going to change it up a little bit, Ronbo. We're going to be running the football a lot. But with that being said, we're running the 2 tight end, 2 wide receiver offense. And once we get you on that run, we got them 2 dogs at tight end, play action. I told you this weeks ago, Hayden Hurst, not Kyle Pitts. Hayden Hurst is going to have a big year.
And Calvin Ridley standing around there looking at the chops, waiting for his turn. I said, man, they ain't even going to miss Julio. I mean, you would think any team would miss Julio, but not the Falcons. That's amazing, the lineup.
I'm going to miss Julio. Julio was my dog, Ronbo. He really was, but this is business. I've moved on.
You'll still have offensive production, though. I don't see that going up. And you know what's really funny? Yeah. You may have got a Julio replacement. Here's the thing. You don't have to use Pitts. And they already said Pitts could easily get converted to a wide receiver. He's got that kind of ability, range, and agility. He might be able to good, but you may just have him as a big blocking wide receiver. I said, there's no boundaries on what Kyle Pitts is going to be able to do. And I'm still mad about
that.
That.
Yeah, true that. But Ronbo, I'm really excited about our defense. I really am. Dean Pease, he's a 2-time Super Bowl winner, a defensive coordinator. That first game against Tennessee told me all I need to know, even though we were vanilla, with the 3 sacks and the quarterback hits and things of that nature. Our starters we play Sunday night on national TV, by the way, against Cleveland, in Atlanta. So we're going to see the starters. I hope for a half Sunday night. We'll see what happens.
And Tony, you look around the league, and good luck with that, because I'm pretty sure that's going to work out for you this year. But you look around the league and see every network now wants now they're saying that Cam Newton is in trouble, and that Mac Jones is going to take that spot. They quoted Belichick. So Belichick at first said, Cam's going to be our starting quarterback. He asked him today, I'm not ready to make a decision on that. See, Belichick and Kyle, they've already determined, Detroit, not Detroit, but Denver has already decided, okay, Teddy, it's your job. And there was they was pretending like there's going to be controversy in Jacksonville. There was never any controversy. Of course, your number 1 draft pick is not going to sit, especially if it's a quarterback, right? So it's pretty funny. Of all these puzzles, and Zach Wilson, although, like Papa Dragon says, they're out there running scripts. I looked at it again after we talked about that. What do you think about Zach Wilson?
He's a wait and see, because I want to see week 1, week 2. But the Jets have improved. They got some better players. They have improved. Here's a wait. I just want to be a wait and see with him, because Tevin Coleman's their starting tailback with him. Yeah. He looked pretty good in Green Bay. You know about him. Yeah. I don't like the way New England's handling that COVID situation with Cam going to the press. He hasn't had the shot. Well, a lot of people don't have to take the shot if they don't want to.
Well,
but I kind of stay out of that.
But the thing is,
trying to make him out to be the bad guy.
I know. But the thing is, where did Cam? Why didn't he tell somebody before he left town? I say, Cam, don't give him things to talk about. If you're leaving town, then tell somebody. Hey guys, I'm gonna be out. Because I always wonder, you or I wouldn't have done that. I just always wonder, make intelligent moves, guys. Don't get yourself. There's another guy that's running around. I forget which team he's on. He's running around without a mask. How many times they tell you around the facility to put your mask on? Why would you do that? $4,500 fined.
Huh. Yeah, the NFL is serious about this. Oh, and did you know that the Tennessee Titans have a minor outbreak of COVID? Tannehill is in quarantine.
Oh, they're the team.
Mike Vrabel, Mike Vrabel's in quarantine. Julio's not, but a few other players are, from what I heard.
We can't get rid of this monster. It's just still lurching about. And like you say, the NFL has put rules and protocol and mandated certain things that if you don't follow them, boy, they're going to get you. My God. Man, if we forfeited again.
You remember how DeAndre Hopkins was talking about retiring, so stay tuned on that one to see how that, which he's playing and he's practicing, but, let's say he gets it.
Oh, God. They're going to come. They're going to come down on him hard.
Yeah, they're going to come down on him. Yeah,
man.
Big time. Hey, Ronbo, I got something funny to tell you.
Go ahead.
You remember Mark Sanchez, right? The former quarterback, right?
The guy, the butt fumble, yeah.
Yeah. Question: who has more playoff wins in the last 25 years? Mark Sanchez when he was with the Jets, or the Dallas Cowboys? If you say Mark Sanchez, you are correct.
Woo! Tony's always ready to jump on the Cowboys. You and Bill, man, that's the first thing out of Bill's mouth. And you heard about Bill's girlfriend, Shania. She works at an eating establishment, apparently. And some Cowboy fans walked in, and she was in there wearing, I guess she was wearing a 49er cap or something, or a jersey. And the Cowboy fans looked up, okay, well, we'll go somewhere else.
That's them. They're very sensitive.
Yeah.
Very sensitive.
They're sensitive people right now because, Dak has gotten paid, and now all of a sudden his shoulder won't work. And they're telling, I don't know if they're telling us the truth or not, but they're trying to tell, Dak's fine. He was out of practice today. He lasted throughout the whole workout. Well, is he playing this weekend
I think he's fine.
In your preseason game?
I think he's fine.
You do?
I think he's fine.
Okay.
But I'm telling you, the New York Giants defense, that Washington football team defense, and that Philly defensive line, those defenses are way better than the Dallas Cowboys, Ronbo. They're coming after Dak.
Oh, man.
They're coming after him.
And Dak hasn't been all that since that premier Hall of Fame offensive line helped him and Zeke in their rookie year. Do you realize him and Zeke ain't been the same since then?
Well, I know Zeke ain't been the same since he got paid. And DeMarcus Lawrence, that defensive end, he ain't been the same since he got paid.
Well, hey, what is that dude that can't let go of the weed? He was back, that defensive
Randy
end.
Gregory. Randy Gregory, yeah. He's back. But you know what, Ronbo?
Yes.
That offensive line for the Dallas Cowboys, they're getting old.
Mm-hmm.
They're still talking about how great they are. You just said it yourself. You said 5 years ago.
Mm-hmm. They're not protected like they used to.
It's 5 years. It's 5 years later now.
Injuries.
Tyrann Smith used to be the best left tackle in football.
Mm-hmm.
He had a neck injury last year. He's back. Connor, Williams, they're all older now, Ronbo.
Mm-hmm.
And these teams are getting younger.
Yep. And faster. Yep. So
stay tuned. We're gonna see what's gonna happen. I can't wait. I can't wait for a couple more weeks. Because we're Cowboy fans. Yes, sir.
Let's say we're gonna go.
I never had a problem with them.
You keep working them because everybody should take a shot at the Cowboys. They're America's team, and if I was the Cowboy fans, I'd ask. That is not a name that we especially approve of. That is a name that has been given us. So listen, don't hold us responsible for that. I would do that because it's the America's team. And for the record, I don't know who would be America's team? Pittsburgh Steelers fans are always sensitive. The record, Ronbo, Pittsburgh Steelers is America's team. We're the ones with the most trophies. But until I said, the problem is Tom Brady's got more rings than you guys now.
So, New England is definitely not America's team. Them crooks. Definitely not.
So,
but Rob, I noticed in your chat, we haven't seen Larry Hoover the last couple nights. No Raider Carlos the last couple nights. No Texas Boy the last couple nights.
I think Texas Boy's in earlier.
It's like they're all hiding. They're all hiding.
The Raiders will be back immediately as the game progresses from first quarter to fourth quarter. They'll be in and out. If it seesaws back and forth, the Raider fans will be populating our chat like I don't know where they come from, but we'll see names we've never seen before. Hey, 49ers, you guys are losing again. Like we always lose to them. And they'll be in there talking stupid the whole time. And then suddenly, if things go south for them, you can't find a Raider. That's what they do. That's so ridiculous. Have some shame.
But lately, none of them's been in. Seahawks Rain wasn't in last night or tonight. The only one that I've seen was Don Bird last night, and he's not in tonight.
Well,
they're all hiding.
Yeah. So, you know what? We're waiting for him. We'll see him. Darn. Have a great night. I'll see you. I hope you got time for us tomorrow. I'll be looking for you.
Yeah, I'll be there, and I'll be looking for them in the chat. I'll see what you guys mean now. They're probably watching them right now.
Yeah.
They're not going to type nothing.
Cowards. All right, Tony.
Yes, sir.
Have a good night.
Talk to you tomorrow.
All right.
You too.
Oh, God. Yeah. That's pretty funny, But nothing, to be expected. Hey, Kieran Patterford out in Jersey. Never worry about the time, fam. Just come on for 2 hours or more. It's worth the wait and plus the content. Kieran, thanks, Kieran, for the contribution as well. I am definitely going to improve these times, though, because I'm East Coast buddies. I'm J-Dog, got Leon, all kind of people. All right. Fam, you know what? I'm going to go ahead and leave now, though. And I'll see you tomorrow. We can talk about the future coming up real Sunday. What do we got here? Oh, huh? What am I looking at? Wait. Here we go. Wait. Let's have at least a little bit. All right. He cut it off. Oh, shucks. I look for him.
Confidence is one of the most valuable traits you can have as a person. It can be felt and sensed almost instantly by others.
I'm gonna go.
No matter how confident.
He's gonna fight. No matter how confident, yes. That's it. Niners! Did I mention, fam, thank you for the contributions tonight and the likes. Oh, my goodness. Thank you so much. Ray Jr., that's my question. God.